So I guess I'll just take it from, the 2013-14 season. Of course, they go on to lose in a heartbreaking fashion to Manchester City. And, I think you have to remember as well, like, when I started watching, Liverpool was considered like history FC, right? And the whole narrative around the club at that point was just like, all they have is their history, right? Which again, that's what attracted me to them. But there was also, I guess, an allure about the possibility of them reclaiming some of that, and that's why the 2013-14 season, especially like I said, during a tough time in my life, just really did something for me. That it, again, just kind of brought me in deeper with the club. But this is where I think it's important to remember, like, if Brendan Rodgers goes on to win that title in 2013-14, rightly or wrong, like, because he would have stayed at Liverpool, right? And the things that happened after, like Suarez leaving, that probably would have still happened. You still had Gerrard aging out, and in some ways, it would have almost forced the club to keep Rodgers around longer than he should have been, because he would have delivered that title, right? And I'll never forget the day that Jurgen Klopp was signed for Liverpool, because at this point in my life, I had moved away. I had moved across Canada to British Columbia. It was like a big time in my life. New beginnings for me. And Liverpool, they fire Brendan Rodgers and they bring in Jurgen Klopp. So just a little side tangent. I'm not super pro FSG. I'm not anti FSG. I just see them for what they are. They're an ownership group. They're going to do good things. They're going to do bad things. But you have to remember, like, that was a decisive moment in their ownership where they got rid of the guy that clearly they could see wasn't going to cut it anymore. And they brought in the best guy that they could have brought in. Right. And that started off this journey of almost 10 years under Jurgen Klopp. And, when every supporter out there is going to have a visceral desire for titles, silverware is just part of it. But what he gave all of us in that time, and again, like, for me, just personally, was a return to everything that I had saw of Liverpool in the past, and it brought it right to the present, so I was able to experience it. I've never been to Anfield. Yeah, I've never been to the UK. I might never get a chance to do that, but everything that he accomplished with Liverpool has had a profound impact just on my life and how I view, I guess, just making dreams a reality, which is what he said when he came in, right?
Can I ask you a question, Nicholas?
Yeah.
Because I'm listening to you, and I'm down here in New York, by the way, and I was in New York when Jurgen Klopp came in. They say in the end you start thinking about the beginning, and you said something that about the Rodgers to Klopp thing, and I never really heard anyone say, could we also maybe give credits to Hicks and Gillette for choosing the right successor to their ownership? Because we could have went to maybe some oil money or some sheiks, or just the richest owners in the world ending up in some kind of charges, kind of like City. Do you think maybe they also did the right thing in deciding who got the club next, or you don't think that was a factor in it? Because I'm not here to like praise FSG and say they are the best owner, but those were the last owners and they handed us off to FSG. And what I'm trying to say is Klopp leaving, he say he doesn't have any impact on who the next guy is, but wouldn't you sort of trust FSG to carry this new culture of Liverpool over into the next manager and over into the next owner?
Yeah, I do trust them. And, I think there is some validity in looking at Hicks and Gillette passing it to FSG. I mean, you also have to remember, like, as far as American sports go, FSG brought the Boston Red Sox, I think it was 4 World Series championships after like 90 years of not winning anything. So at the end of the day, they have brought success, tangible results to the clubs that they've taken over. And like another interesting thing about all this is, like, when bad things happen, devastating things happen in the moment, it's extremely hard to take. Doesn't matter whether it's sports or life, but after time passes, you can start to see more clearly as to maybe how those bad things have resulted in a positive, right? I mean, like, for example, I was with someone at one point in my life who I thought was going to be the person, right? It was good when it was good, and it was bad when it was bad. And when it was bad and it got really bad, that's when it was like, devastating, right? But now I'm married, and I have a kid on the way, my first kid. And it's like, if those bad things if I didn't go through that stuff with that other person, I wouldn't be able to understand just how good it is now, right? And like, the bottom line is that if you really want to look at it from the statistical point of view, like, what has Jurgen Klopp done for Liverpool? You could go, yeah, he didn't win the 3 Champions League. He lost in 3 finals. He lost the Europa League final. He only won 1 of each trophy. But that's where I look at it as he won 1 of each trophy. He like, everything that you could have wanted him to do is, again, from my perspective, he did. He won it all. Right? And where he's at now, where he's saying that he's tired and he's out of energy, I respect it. I got nothing but respect for the man. And you know what? If he wants to go on and do something else with his life, as sad as that is, that this era is coming to an end. I mean, the club is over 125 years old, right? So they're gonna, like, this is just another manager in a long list. He's one of the best ever, but we also have to learn to move on now from the Jurgen Klopp era. It's never going to be the same, right? But as far as I'm concerned, he's given me everything I could have wanted, and it all started with the Dortmund game in the Europa League. Because I'm telling you, when I'm not ashamed to say this, when Liverpool pulled that game back and they won, I just had this huge emotional response to it. Like, it was just because I could just tell at that moment that it's like, this is for real. Like, this guy's going to do what he said he's going to do when he came in, which was, he was going to win things with Liverpool, right? But again, when I look at what Jurgen Klopp means, not only to just Liverpool, but to my life, it's beyond trophies. It's beyond what he won. The things that his attitude towards life, it gives me a better attitude towards life. He made, like, as cheesy as this might sound, he makes me want to be a better person, right? And I think it's also important to remember his attitude to the players that he brings in on the team, right? Like, if they're not 100% all in on the club and playing the way he wants to play, he doesn't want them there, right? And that's what he said in his statement, was that he just can't give it 100% anymore, right? And as much as you could possibly make the argument that Jurgen Klopp, even at 50% the next couple of years, would be better than someone else Liverpool could bring in, I think that it's just the right thing. It is what it is, right? And I guess the final thing I want to say here is, so in 2020, 2019 actually, in January, my brother, he went out to Indonesia, and he bought one pack of these like Premier League cards, and he got this card right here in the pack, Jordan Henderson. And at that time, he hadn't won anything. Right? And it's like half a year later, he's lifting the European Cup, right? And then Liverpool go on to win the Super Cup. They win the Club World Cup in December. And not too long after that, my brother passed away. And that was like right in between. That was like right when the lockdown started for most of the world, I suppose. And like, in between Liverpool winning the title. So that also had a profound impact on how I see things in life, because, I've been lucky that I haven't had to experience much death as far as my family goes, but that was a big one. He was only 27, but, the fact that he gave me that card, the fact that Jordan Henderson went on to win everything, and do it under Jurgen Klopp, to me, that's just destiny. I don't know how else to look at it. It's just destiny. So kind of the last thing I want to say here to everybody out there listening, I guess logically you could say that when you're supporting from afar, you really don't have any tangible effect on the game. You're just kind of along for the ride. But I truly, for me, until the end of this season, all I want to do is just visualize Jurgen Klopp winning. I mean, winning everything, let's be honest, but specifically the Premier League, because, Liverpool didn't get to raise that trophy in front of their supporters, in front of a full stadium. And I just think that now it's time for everybody to just be brave. It's like, I've listened to these shows quite a bit, and some people come on and I understand when you're facing a team like Manchester City, how it's, you're going to have that mindset, like they beat us by 1 point a couple times now, that they seem like this relentless machine that can't be stopped. But don't even think about that. Just think about the potential for it being as good as it could possibly be. I mean, just dream about it, because that's what Jurgen Klopp told us to do when he first joined Liverpool. He wanted to turn doubters to believers, and you just got to believe that it's possible, because once he's gone, it's a new era. We have no idea how it's going to go. Like I said, even if we bring in a manager who does more than Jurgen Klopp did, as far as like winning, which would be remarkable in itself, it's still not going to be the same as when Jurgen was, the manager of the team. And
it won't be easy. It won't be easy, bro. It won't be easy to like try and replace Jurgen Klopp and to try and replace everything that he's done. But big up Nicholas, man. Honestly, some of your points were amazing, and you know what? Big up as well for just coming through. What happened last stream, we won't speak about what the AI did to us. I think that was Zoop's fault. But yeah, man, sorry to hear about your loss, but congratulations as well, on having a kid soon to come as well. And yeah,
thank you.
Big up for everything, man. Just connecting everything. And yeah, man, I believe in destiny. So this is nice to hear someone else does as well.
Yeah.
Man.
No, big up Nicholas, man. Every time. I want to shed on something, when we.
Yeah, man. Big up Nicholas. Just keep it moving, man. But yeah.
Thank you guys. Much. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Bilal, listening to Nicholas, man, I realized, and I think I saw a comment in the chat as well. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you're liking the stream and that. And for the people asking where Grizz is, Grizz can't make it today. He's dealing with some heavier stuff than Liverpool and Klopp. And, he'll be back in on the next one, hopefully. You see this right here, Bilal. You'll never walk alone. I'm the only son for both parents. Mm-hmm. And I don't really have like a brother. So, how some people, they got that brother, they got that best friend down in the mud, knee-high, sandbox days. I never had that, bro. So the only thing I've really had was just like Stephen G, bro. And Stephen G didn't even know me, bro. But I just looked at Stevie G, connected with the guy, and he's always saying like, yo, you'll never walk alone. And I just always kept that, bro. That brought me through 2 wars. That brought me through the military. That brought me through my career, bro. It's just, yo, you'll never walk alone, bro. I saw these guys streaming, Coppish, you know, the Liverpool community, and I'm like, yo, Rod, there's really a community out there. Because I remember seeing AFTV, and I'm like, yo, I wish Liverpool had that. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I'm out, bro. I'm alone out here, bro. You know, Nicholas up there in Canada. I'm out here in New York. I'm traveling, bro. I'm out here alone, bro. Never used to see a Liverpool top. Always the only Liverpool supporter. Bro, now I'm a grown man, bro. I'm doing these streams, bro. There's homeboys that I knew from back in Jamaica that's Liverpool fans. I never knew this, bro. It's like we're just always by ourselves, man. And when I speak about the club, bro, I'm never fearless, bro. I talk about the club like I own it, fam. I talk about the club like me and FSG is sitting down here smoking cigars, bro. I talk about the club like Jurgen Klopp is calling me for advice. You know what I'm trying to say? I talk to these Liverpool fans like I'm entitled just as much as they are, man. I've never been there personally. Call me a coward. I didn't want to pull up for the club trophy. I think it was the League Cup and the FA Cup. Bro, I bought tickets, bro, and I just said F that flight and F the money, bro. I don't even care. I was gonna come for that parade, bro, and I'm just like, nah, bun that still. But nah, man, hearing Nicholas, bro, I'm glad he shared his, you know, his heartstrings that Jurgen Klopp and the club pulled on, because Liverpool definitely touch heartstrings. I don't know if Arsenal have that, Bilal. Only you can touch on it. But I'm starting to think football, bro, it's more than just a sport. It really is, man. The way some of these fans react, you can see it's more than just a sport. And once money start manipulating it, it's almost like the money is now manipulating you, bro. Like with the City money, the Chelsea money, it's like, yo, I live this thing. This thing is a way of life. And shout out to everyone in the city of Liverpool as well, because that is their life. That is their culture. It's not so much mine. I tune in, you know, for 90 minutes. I tune in for the, you know, the YouTube shows and stuff like that, the analysis, but it's not necessarily my culture. It's not necessarily my life because, you know, I got other things cooking over here. But if I was in the city, man, it would definitely be like the culture. But, yo, shout out to every Liverpool fan out there, man. You'll never walk alone. I don't have to tell you. I'm going to have to tell Bilal because he's going to be walking alone still.
Yeah, listen, for me, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm just an outsider. But obviously growing up, you know, in England, etc., Liverpool is that club. There are clubs like, I'd say like Liverpool, you know, in terms of emotions, probably in England, I'd say it's definitely number one, maybe even in Europe, to be honest. It's a team that plays with emotions, a team that, you know, uses emotion really well, you know, especially at Anfield, you know, Champions League nights, etc. It's a club that is different when it comes to using that emotion. And when it comes to other teams in England, I'd say maybe you'd have, because there are one city club, Liverpool's not a one city club, right? But the city itself, sort of, from my point of view, from the outside, it's like Liverpool versus the rest of the world sometimes. And that's the kind of energy that, you know, I think the fans end up having. And when you have a manager like Jurgen Klopp who knows how to bring that together, he ends up creating something really incredible. But obviously, yeah, other clubs in England, maybe like a Leeds, I think of Newcastle, they're more one city clubs. They have that sort of, we're all together, you know, sort of feeling. It's kind of different when you come to Arsenal. It obviously does exist to an extent, but many fans would say, obviously, moving stadium, you know, it's London, etc. It's a big capital. You know, it's different. It's not the same vibe, man. It's a different vibe completely.
No, wait a second. Let me find this comment. I'm not going to pull it up, but I just want to get the name right. None of your business. Bro, I'm going to tell you something about Zubiri. If Zubiri was born and raised in Liverpool, fam. You know what? You know the top red. I see you guys. Oh, he's a top red. Bro, if I was born in Liverpool, bro, I would be the most unbearable Liverpool fan that existed on this planet, fam. I'm telling you. So, because I'm not from there, I kind of just take the backseat sometimes. You know what I'm trying to say? Bro, I drive agendas, bro. I'm saying things with my chest like 10 out of 10 transfer window last summer. I'm saying things like, yo, we're going to win the league before the league started. Me being from Liverpool, bro, Everton fans can't sleep, fam. I'm out there with the flag, bro. I'm out there with the horns, the trumpets, bro. I'm wreaking havoc. I think you're on mute, Bilal.
Yeah, I was gonna say God didn't let that happen for a reason.
Bilal, I'm trying to tell, bro. People don't understand, so that's why I'm telling you, bro. I have to be on this side, bro. I will be on bear in England, bro. Bro, everyone on the what do you call it, the subway, the tube, they will know me by name, bro. I'm tailgating to every game, bro. I'm bringing a different energy. I'm in the stadium, painted faces, chest out in the summertime, bro. I'll be mad, bro. I might be even banned from Anfield, fam. And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like an AFTV rant outside the stadium. You know, bro. I couldn't be from Liverpool. I'm
Too much energy, man. It'll be
too much energy, bro. But yo, let's get the next
let me know if you've got a camera, by the way, and then I'll just bring you in. Let me just see if there's any sort of comments that we need to get through very, very quickly. Yeah, off the crossbar here saying Liverpool in England is definitely number one. Close is Newcastle. All right, Faz says the camera's not working. Anyway, we'll bring you in regardless. And anyway, welcome to the stream, Faz, man. How you doing?
Yeah, big up, Bilal. Big up, Zubiri. How you guys doing?
Hey, big up, Faz. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for letting me come in. My deepest condolences to Grizz about what he's going through.
Respect.
He's somebody I do respect along with the two of yous. But yeah, Grizz, if you're listening, we're here for you, and I hope you get through whatever it is you're going through. But coming back to the topic, in terms of the news, so when it broke, I wasn't really upset, and I wasn't surprised, mainly because Klopp kind of said 2 years ago that he wanted his original contract was ending in 2024. So when he announced that now that he was leaving, it didn't really catch me off guard as such, because I kind of if you look over the years and you see what happened in the quad chasing season, it took everything out of him, and it took everything out of the team as well, and he kept that with him until now. And then I think he just realized that I can't go again, and I think that year broke him, as it did a lot of other players, and I think he was physically burnt out from it all.
Wait, am I in a deja vu, Faz? I swear he was gonna leave, and he said his wife convinced him to stay.
I think that was the case.
That was the case, right?
Yeah, I think that was the case. Yeah, I think that was the case. So I
think his wife doubled. I don't want to use the word, but did you think his wife take back the convincing argument? Like, babe, I know I said we should stay, but I think we should get up out of here. You think his wife turned the corner back and was like, you know what, babe? I know we said we was gonna stay, but let's pack it in. You think she might have flipped him the other way again?
Well, what my understanding about the whole thing is that Jurgen and his wife, they have a quite good life in Liverpool. The club pays for the house. They don't have to pay the rent. They have a very good life in Liverpool. So everything was kind of set up for them in Liverpool. So getting up and getting out, I think, sure, you can do that, but I guess it's a community, and I guess it's everything that's there. I mean, that's just me guessing, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I guess his original plan was that I'm gonna do minimum like 8-9 years, and that's it. And I guess when they bought him the contract, I guess that discussion happened, and it was like, okay, another 2 years. And at the time, I guess he thought, you know what, it's just another 2 years, and then I'm gonna leave. But then when the 21-22 season happened, after that, I think that was it. And I think the following season, the last season, I guess, things kind of fell apart for the most part until towards the tail end of the season. And then I guess that kind of told him that, you know what, you can see it through the years, father, there's this saying, I don't know about you, Zubiri, I don't know about you, Bilal, but I'm big into boxing, and there's this saying that Father Time catches up with us all. You always get that one fighter like Bernard Hopkins, I don't know if you guys know about him, that can fight till or Mayweather, that can fight to a later age, but time catches up with us all, even on a manager level. And you look at Klopp, and you look at 2015 Klopp, and now you look at this version of Klopp. There's no spring in his step. He's not that exuberant guy as he once was. And you can tell that it's clearly he's been burnt out by it all.
Faz, you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
You said he was vibrant. You know, when you're saying he was vibrant, he had 14 years of managerial experience at that time when you said he was vibrant. 14 years, bro. He already
like,
was in the game for 14 years
he
as a
was already
manager
in the
before
game
he
for
came to
14 years.
Liverpool.
I agree,
Yeah,
but
people don't really realize that, you know.
yeah, I agree with that. But the thing with that, the caveat to that is that he went to a different environment. And it wasn't like when he was coming to us, he was in his early 40s, bro. Now he's into his late 50s. I mean, he could carry on with that. he can carry on with that, but you know, there's only so many times you can go to the well before it dries up. And that's true for anybody. And that's even true for managers.
Now, you know, you're right, man. I think people underrate certain things because, like, for me, I did 4 years in the military, and I'm telling you, when I got out, I was like 23, but my mindset was that of like a 30-year-old man. So I think he's about mid 50s, and people were like, "Oh, but he's still young, you know." He could, bro. He's mid 50s with over 20 years of being a manager, bro. Like, man went from being a player straight into being a manager, run that
Yeah.
job for 7 years, went to Dortmund, run that for 7 years, come to Liverpool and running that for 9. So I don't think he took a lot of break between them jobs, is what I'm trying to say, because I don't think he was out for like 2-3 years before he jumped into the next one. So nah, he definitely need a break, bro. I think that's what he might be looking back at and goes, you know what, man, I should have spaced these job out a little bit more just to get that extra, you know what I'm saying, to go again. And if he never wants to manage again, bro, you know what, Klopp, I appreciate you, bro. I really do.
Yeah. I mean,
That's all I can say on that.
You can see in like the interviews he was doing in the press conferences, you could look at how cranky and how tired he is. Like even now, in the most latest press conference, there was times where you looked at him and it was like he didn't want to be there. And I think he was just doing it for the love of the club. And then he eventually realization hit him and he said, okay, you know what? Let me just overhaul this team the best way I can and just put these pieces together the best way I can. And then, you know, everything's there for the next person to come in, which is what he did. And you can't really fault him for that. And that's good on him. But, you know, moving forward, the way I see it now is that, like, I don't look too far into the future because, like, as a football fan and as a Liverpool fan, we always look at the moments. And I look at the season that we've got in front of us, and we got to look at football as a memory, and we got to live like we got to live this the best way we can to the fullest. Like we got to try and see, you know, in an ideal world, what if we win? Like as the other caller said, just imagine if we win a quad. I'm not saying we were going to win it, but just imagine that. I mean, wouldn't that be a great signing off for everybody? Like, just think about Virgil. Look at Salah. Look at all the old guard that was up. He brought along with him. You know, Joe Gomez. You know, even Trent. All those players, man. Like that would be like movie Hollywood-esque type of stuff right there. And that's deep down in my heart, and I can speak for almost every Liverpool fan. I guess that's what we all want. We all want that like Hollywood moment that we were denied of back in 21, 22, where we almost came like a hair's breadth away from winning it all. You know, that's what I want, and that's what I'm hopeful for. And what I think this news has done is galvanize the entire team together, and everybody's going to chip in and say, you know what, let's just do this one last time. And you've got all the leaders there. You've got Van Dijk there. You've got Robertson there. You've got Salah there. You've got Sabolazar. You've got Trent. You've got all these big characters that are at the club that can make it happen. And there's no reason why it can't happen. And we're in the position to make it happen. And that's what I got to say about that. I don't really look too far ahead in terms of the manager, what's going to happen afterwards. I mean, what happens afterwards happens afterwards. I just live in the moment as a football fan. You know, could there be a chance we get a good manager? Sure, they could. Could there be a chance we get a bad manager? There's a good chance that could happen. But at the same time, let's just enjoy him now. And you know, we cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, man,
All right, no,
100%.
I appreciate that. Still,
Yeah, no, but
definitely a bridge we're gonna have to cross. Bill, what you saying?
yeah, no, 100%, man. Big up, Faz, for your thoughts as well. You know, I agree
Yeah,
with that. If you're a Liverpool fan, you've got to just enjoy the moment. You've got to take it for what it is. You've got to go game by game and just enjoy it for what it is. Don't, yeah, you
yeah.
shouldn't really be thinking, oh, it's gonna crash and burn next season. You don't know; it might go well next season. So, yeah, man, I understand exactly what you're saying. And yeah,
There's
big up, Faz. If there's anything you want to say quickly,
there's
go
one
on.
last thing I got to say before I go.
Yeah,
Like
go on.
my best memory and the thing that resonates with me the most
Mhm.
is what happened. Our comeback against Barcelona in the Anfield, because the reason why that resonates more with me was what I was going through at the time, and my career was on the line, and it felt like the whole world was against me. And just watching that game, it got me through that, and I bounced back and I came back stronger, just like they did. So that's all I'm going to leave it on. And big up you guys. You're doing a great job, and yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, man, big up, and
Nah, good call,
hopefully
man.
we get to hear you again, man. Make sure to
Yeah,
call
no
back in. That'll be
worries.
very cool.
Bye, bye,
All right,
bye.
man. Take care, man.
Hey, you know what I realized, Bilal, man? I know you might not really be enjoying some of this still because you're seeing what a real football club looks like in that, bro, with the fans in that. Bro, it's beyond football, bro. Bro, everyone can resonate real life with what's going on with the club. And, shout out to my brother Grizz, man. You know what I mean? Prayers and condolence to you and your family. You, years down the road, Grizz is going to look back, man, and be like, that moment connected as well. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah.
So, it's more than football, bro. It's more than football. And like Grizz always says, football is a humbler. The only thing that fits into that statement is life is a humbler, fam.
Yeah, yeah, for real, for real. Football
You
is.
see what I'm trying to say?
Listen,
But yo,
listen, man. Football is. It can be that deep, and sometimes, when things aren't going too well or not going the way you want it to go, it is hard for some people to disconnect. Me personally, I found my ways. I've had to figure it out as an Arsenal fan. How am I gonna compartmentalize things here and there, right? If we start cooking again, calm. I'll be there. I'll be there. But listen, it's mad. Like we've had two callers back to back now, and they're relating their real life stuff with what's been happening on the pitch. And I've seen many Liverpool fans obviously that we know just talk about how Klopp's been there for X amount of years, and the amount of changes happened in their own life, and how Liverpool and everything, and just the game in general, is just like completely gone side by side with that. So yeah, I think it's mad, and that's what they say. It's a beautiful game for a reason. It's not just about the pitch. It's not just about the great players. It's about the fans, and that's what football's all about. To be honest, it brings communities together, and that's why we all love this beautiful game. But anyway, let us move on to the next caller. I believe it is. Let me just double check before I start saying something crazy. So it is Rajat. Rajat, give us a thumbs up if you're ready, bro, and we'll bring you in as soon as possible. He's ready.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat, man. How you doing?
Hello, am I audible?
Hi, man. How you doing, man?
hey, bigger man.
Yes, yes. First, prayers and respects to Chris Khan and his family, and delighted to be here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, man. We can hear you.
So, I just want to say, when the news hit, it was a shock, a major shock, a shock to the system because I expected him to stay for 2 more years, and I was so happy when he signed that contract extension. So sometimes I say like this, like I have, I don't know what to say, and this was this feeling, like I don't know what to say. I don't know what happened. I was at a comedy show in my home state, Delhi, and when I came back home, I saw the news. It was trending on Twitter. Klopp is leaving Liverpool. I thought, what the hell? So I checked the YouTube and I was not able to see the link. I thought, okay, I will not watch the link. 24 minutes, I don't want to watch it. And today I watched the video of him announcing his departure, and it really hit because I remember like when he signed with us, I was 22, and he is leaving, and now I am a mature man with responsibilities. I'm a married man, and I remember like him talking about football and him talking about life beyond football. So that's the beautiful thing, right? We talk about football, we talk about tactics, we talk about the beautiful game. Most of us who are not in the footballing world don't realize they are human beings too, and they have responsibilities outside of this. And I know it's not just a sport. It's But yeah, it's not life and death, guys. And I know he's burned out. He has mentioned in this interview that he is exhausted and we should accept it. I don't want to speculate news about the future coach because I just want to enjoy his tactics. Like, I remember when he came in, he discussed about gegenpressing, and this was a new term for me. I didn't know about gegenpressing. I know only about pressing. So I thought, okay, what is gegenpressing? I researched it, and he said that he was inspired by gegenpressing because in the 80s, the England national team used to do it, and a lot of clubs in England used to do it. So, in a way, when he came to Liverpool, he wanted to do it, and even though he didn't have the players, we didn't have the players at that time. I remember at that time. The players we had and the players we have now. So to say that we have achieved a lot, it would be an understatement, in my opinion. I know a lot of my fans, my rival fans, my friends who are Manchester United supporters. They always make fun. You'll always walk alone. You'll always walk alone. But I say to them, whenever I hear the song and whenever I hear the anthem, it resonates because I remember Liverpool winning trophies, and I remember Liverpool winning trophies under this manager. I started watching football 2008 or 2009, and I remember like we were on the brink of administration.
Mhm.
So, and I still support my club because I don't have any other club to support. Because I will support my club in its highs, in its lows, and a new manager will come in. Hopefully, a good manager. Hopefully, the new owners, our owners will back the new manager, and hopefully, Klopp will give his input because I know he will give his input to the next appointment.
Yeah,
And
yeah, 100%. Klopp, I think even he said in his interview, like, obviously to announce it now, so Liverpool are prepared and that they can make plans. Obviously, I'm sure they knew a couple months ago anyway what Klopp was really feeling, so they have an idea already of what's going to happen. You see all the people leaving, the sporting director, etc. Liverpool got a plan for sure, and obviously Zoop with his FSG hat on, he's gonna believe
Bro, I'm
in
telling
in
you
the
right
thing.
now, I'm surprised no one is entertaining it. I see some man laughing and Raja. Nah, everything you're saying, big facts, bro. Jurgen Klopp taught me how to process a football game.
hmm,
You know, people just be like, yo, we win, we score, boom, boom, boom. He taught me how to process the football game. Jurgen Klopp is responsible for Zubiri being the way Zubiri is. The man said it's easy to criticize a team when you're winning. It's very difficult to do when you're losing because you can say, yo, you didn't run much, that's why we lost. And you can be like, well, this guy wasn't that. And then it can just be a whirlwind of pointing fingers. But when you're winning, it's easy to go, yeah, we win, 4-0 against Barcelona, but there was this moment where you can really fix that. That player will listen to that and take it in easier than if we lost 4-0 and you go, there was this moment where you could have, and that player's gonna be like, well, there was that moment. You know what I'm trying to say? So the way I
yes,
criticize the game, Grizz can even attest to this. You can ask him when he gets back. Whenever we win, I'm over critical or just over critiquing the team negatively, some would say. And when we lose, everyone is expecting me to cook the team, and I'm literally the only one bigging up the team. When we lose, Billa, you've been there. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the one good thing. Everyone else is like, nah, man, it's FSG out. Nah, this guy's crap. And I'm always coming in very positive when we lose. I'm always opposite. And Klopp taught me how to do that. So, shout out to Klopp. I'm glad he taught you the same thing. But my next
yes.
manager has to be AI. That has to be, bro.
Hey, slow
Nah,
down
I
on
need
the
a
AI
man.
talk. I need the stream to stay online. I need the stream.
Yes.
I'm making another one.
All right, listen. All right. So let me back up with the AI thing just a little
Yeah.
bit. The point I'm getting at is the next manager needs to come in and hear me good. Next manager, if you're listening, I need you to get the players in for a 4 to 6 year period and they're out. None of this favorite thing. I don't need no men breaking Mohamed Salah's record or breaking Gerrard record again. We can't have too much men breaking Gerrard record. Gerrard cannot fall out of top 5 Liverpool players of all time while I'm alive. When I'm gone, great. But while I'm alive, Gerrard needs to be top 5 at all times. So I don't need a lot of men coming here doing up the sauce. 4 to 6 years max. Get them in, get them out, get the best of them, push them out. Man's in the red, he's on the bench. Rotation, key. And the way I'm speaking, I sound like AI. So you know what? Just go get me the AI to run the data.
Man, this
Yeah.
AI talk, man.
Nah,
Rajat,
this is
though.
all banter, man. Big up
Rajat,
Rajat,
though, man.
man.
Big up for
Yes.
the call.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very
One
much,
question.
man. Go on.
Yes, one question before I leave is
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are discussing about the next manager, and we have discussing okay, what will win the season? We'll go for all the major trophies. So, according to you two, you as an Arsenal supporter and my fellow Liverpool supporter, what would realistically we will win this season? With this amount, we have a lead in the Premier League. We are already in the final of Carling Cup, and we can go far in the FA Cup after beating Norwich. But Europa League is a pipe dream, or can we do Europa League too? So yeah.
Now I'm winning everything, bro. Ben said that. Keep saying it.
Yes.
Bro, I've been
Yes.
saying this.
We,
Is this your first time talking to me?
yes, this is the first time I'm talking to
Ah,
you. So yeah.
bro, trust me,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, if you're feeling low, call in. I'll get you back where you need to
I have
be.
to go
Bro,
opposite.
we're winning
to that,
everything.
man. I have to go
We're winning
opposite
it,
to
bro. I'm even
So-
telling people we're gonna win the Champions League because if City get fined, they might need a Premier League team to step
That's a
up, and they might
replace.
just pull us up there. That's
So
how
Denmark-
far I am,
No,
bro. I'm
no,
telling
no,
you.
no.
I'm not,
We need to
obviously,
relax
that's not
with
realistic.
that.
That's not realistic, but nah, we're winning everything. We're winning everything we're in for.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
man.
just want the major 2 trophies, and the major 2
What
trophies
do you
in
mean
my
major 2, bro? No. It's major 4. What are you talking about, bro? Don't be
yeah,
major
yeah,
no.
like yeah. But
I
in
need the
my
trophies. I need the parade. I need the banter. I need to tell Bilal, you ain't nothing, bro. Stop watch football. Come watch Liverpool, real football, bro.
Let's see, man. You got Liverpool, but you got Chelsea and Arsenal. Get past them two, then we start talking.
bro.
But
Bro.
before that, calm down, please, guys.
Bilal.
But anyway,
Bilal.
Raja, big up,
yes,
man. We'll keep it
thank you,
moving.
thank you.
Big up, Raja. Bilal. Bilal, let me remind you of something. We started singing "We're gonna win the league" when we played Manu and we cooked them up. You remember last season we was gonna play you man. You man was at the top, and I was telling you, Bilal, if you beat us, you man need to sing "We're gonna win the league." But you man never beat us. You man stunk up the joint.
Move like that.
No. But you man stunk up the joint because you came in cautious. You drew, then you drew 2 more games, and then it was over. Right? I'm telling you, Bilal, if we beat up you man, bro, which we will, because we're getting 6 points, we're gonna sing. We're gonna win the league. Let me see how cool Arteta is gonna be.
I'm not coming on for 3 weeks if you man beat us, man. No, I'm not. I'm
bro.
Now I'm hiding, man. We got to win that one at least. So I just pump the brakes, man. Otherwise, till the end of the season, it's gonna be you and Grizz in my ear, man. But anyway, let's hit in the next caller. Uday, you ready, bro? Give us a thumbs up. Thank you, bro. Hopefully, I pronounce your name well. If not, let me know.
It's Uday.
Yeah. Uday. Big up, man.
Uday, man.
Big up, bro. Big up. Again, thank you for having me on. It was I'm in Canada. I'm in Vancouver right now, and I think it was 4 in the morning when the phone was vibrating, and I was getting tweets and notifications from I think Fabrizio Romano and everyone about Jurgen's official statement and everything. It came like a shock. I had WhatsApp group chats, pinging and people making fun of Liverpool, the fan base, and everything. That Klopp was supposed to stay for the long term, and what really happened. And you guys are going to regress back to the same Liverpool before Klopp came in, before Rodgers was there, and everything, yada yada. See, my take on this is uh, we as a fan base have endured the worst of situations before Klopp. And in the 9 year stint that he's been here, I think we've faced even bigger problems, like the season where our entire defense was out. We had Henderson and Fabinho filling in as makeshift center halves. Right, that season we were on the 9th position. We hit the 4th position by the end of the league. Right, it all came down to the wire. It shows the resilience, right? The leadership we were under. I think when Jurgen came in, we were all really oblivious to what sort of an aura is this guy gonna bring in from, especially coming in from Dortmund, which were on the verge of relegation. I think he's impressed not just the fan base, but everyone, all the stakeholders were attached with the Premier League. But I don't see anyone replacing him. I think he's irreplaceable. He's definitely gonna leave a void in my heart for sure. Because going ahead, like you mentioned, Zuberi, I think you're really passionate. I think you've got a lot of energy in you. So I think your expectation might be to hit the top 2 again next season with a new manager. Maybe you need a manager who's gonna get us across the line. But for me,
well, with the AI, bro, I'm telling you, the thing is, I'm backing the team, man. I'm backing everything. I'm backing it from the ownership to whoever if they call me to be a staff guy, bro, trust me, when I'm in there, I'm backing the whole organization, bro. If you start a season, said your team is gonna win, and your team finished 10th.
Yeah, that's not acceptable.
How you as a fan deal with that? I can't tell any fan how to deal with that, bro.
Yeah,
that's part of the game. You win stuff, you lose stuff, bro. I'm telling you. Klopp leaves, big blow, massive blow. The best manager I've seen in world football that I hold near and dear, and I'm just like, rah. But the one thing that killed me with him was the amount of time he was coming second and runner-up. So I always was like, yo, nah, man, I need a guy that's beyond the runner-up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the next guy, I'm going to hold the next guy to that standard. Big bro, I don't need a Mikel Arteta, a 4th place guy or a 3rd place guy. Klopp was already the runner-up guy. No disrespect to Klopp, but he was always the runner-up guy, right?
Arteta did second, man. Come on, man. We need the you're saying that's like Klopp. That's like Klopp, no? Come on, second. Come on.
Nah. Similar. You only second one season, bro. Klopp was a consistent runner-up guy.
But you need to.
He's been runner-up like 6 times, bro.
Remember, he said
2
it.
times
Remember,
in the
Klopp
league, 2 Champions League, and 1 Europa League, bro. Man is a serial number.
Yeah, he's tired, bro. He said it himself. I always finish second.
I'm tired of the serial number 2 as well. To come that close to victory, bro, every time. Yeah, man. 97 points, 92 points, 14 millimeter. Shaky refereeing decision, and we're getting shaky referee decisions again, bro. You know what I think did it? I think it was that Tottenham game that did it. The only game we've lost this season after 21, 22 games.
Yeah,
bro, I'm tired of football. The ref is making me tired of football. That's why I'm saying bring AI in. AI refs, AI linesmen, AI managers, bro. Just give me AI, bro. I can't trust humans no more.
They're gonna do a better job than the humans out there, right? For sure. I think in the bar room, for sure, we need AI, right? We just need the computers out there. Just draw the line.
Because I swear Champions League does the AI for the offsides, right?
Only for offsides, yeah. Only for offsides.
Bro, AI can manage football, bro. We'd be good.
Oh man, I don't know. Do you think Klopp has left though because of the refs a little bit? Some people maybe think that. I don't know. He always complains about the refs. You know, I complain about the refs every game as well. And imagine you as a manager having to deal with bum English refs every single week. As a German, you're thinking, nah, I'm going home. Let me go chill for a year. I don't know who died. What do you think? Do you think it's not just him feeling tired? Do you think it's just everything around the league, the media, the not the Liverpool fans, but just the referees, everything? Do you think that's all just coming to
another one, Bilal? The stupid questions they ask in the press conference.
The press conferences, yeah, he always everything. Honestly, everything seems to sometimes just irritate him. I think it's got to that point where he's just said, you know what, I'm just going to take a step back. And who made that point? I think it was you, Zub, who said about, you know, the squad this season. Every time Klopp talks about the team, he's like, damn, these men are good. I didn't expect this, you know. So he's thinking, listen, I can leave now. Let me just push them along. Maybe I win a couple more trophies. Then listen, I can go on holiday for a year. And after that, we'll see. I think with these managers, after even when Pep did it, he took that year off, right? Klopp hasn't done that yet. He's not that old. I know people saying he's in his 50s, blah, blah, blah. As long as he doesn't have any health problems, he's still relatively healthy, young. Not young, but he's good. He's good enough, right?
I'm sorry I'm interjecting, but
go on.
I feel Klopp, I heard the other callers in, they're talking about him getting burnt out. whatever the situation may be, but from a psychological point of view, if you see what he's endured under this ownership, right? We've been giving the flock to FSG for the longest, right? We are one of those big clubs who don't expend as many funds as we should, right? And I think that narrative is really changing now. I know you're going to laugh at me, but that narrative is really changing.
I was laughing at Daz here, man. You say 56 is young.
Shifting from a sell to buy model, we are shifting from there. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I think FSG is definitely going to improvise on their business model. They're going to invest more. We've seen the infrastructure coming up. We've seen the training ground and, bringing in more players. I think we needed the Gravenbergs, Soberslides and McAllisters and all these players coming in. And the fact that they've adapted so well, right, is because of the camaraderie which Klopp brought in with the owners, with the stakeholders, with everyone. Everyone loves Jurgen, right? Every Premier League stakeholder, I mean, the fans are going to take the piss out on him and whatever it is, but everyone who's actually watching the sport for the love of it is actually going to miss Jurgen. And that's the aura he brought in. So my next question to you guys is, do you guys want to bring in a manager who's going to take his good time, maybe just try for top 4 if he feels a little pressurized to go for the title, to go for the top 2 next season? Just take it easy, go for top 4. Build that discipline, turn these young boys into men, just the way he did with Robertson, with with Trent, and with other younger players. We have Connor Bradley now, who's stepping up massively in that right back position, right? He's fulfilling that role as a traditional right back, as an attacking fullback, whatever you want to call him. Do you think, what sort of a manager do you think, in your humble opinion, would you want to bring in?
I'll start first because Zub wants to bring in AI. So we know that, right?
Yeah.
If he wants to think of something else,
That's not gonna work.
No. Yeah, I mean, that is, if you ask me, because we all have our preference. And I'll just go real quick, Bilal. So, all right, the AI thing. If I had my way and it's like Zubir push the button and it happened, straight AI for the entire football organization. And the reason why I'm saying it is also the reason why I'm going to say this point. Jurgen Klopp wasn't just a Liverpool manager. It was a cog that was needed in the Premier League. If it wasn't for Jurgen Klopp, City would have just been walking away with this thing. And he was the last manager that won it before. So he was also very vital to the league in a sense. The way they build up the stories. If you think about each game coming up against Liverpool, it was teams playing Liverpool meant more now. The teams at the bottom of the league, bro, they would run up against Liverpool and have the best game of their season, and they can walk away with their chest feeling high. You see what I'm saying? So Jurgen Klopp for the league as a brand, massive, bro, massive. And I don't think like a lot of people really appreciate him in that light. They just always kind of confine him just to like, oh, he's Liverpool manager and this, that, whatever. Bro, I'm telling you, the guy as a brand and what he brought to the league, he definitely rose the value of the Premier League. It's not just about Liverpool. Yeah, we don't have to talk about that aspect. We've seen that. But for the league in itself, bro, definitely made a massive impact. The next manager coming into the league, bro, I'm not saying he has to top that, but he also has to be a manager that can have some sort of imposing impact on the league. You see how De Zerbi came in, and it was a seamless transition from Potter to him, and you see kind of like tailed off now. The next manager for Liverpool cannot be a one-season hit for the league. It has to be a consistent hit. Arteta kind of had that with Arsenal, definitely made an impact, but the next guy has to have that lasting thing beyond the club.
Zuberi, I just want to interject once again. I just want to ask you this. You mentioned about De Zerbi. The way he started after Graham, I think he bases his model more on bringing in youth, improving the players. I think he is a good manager, but if you really want a manager who wants the trophies, I don't know if he's the right one. But still, I don't mind someone of a similar profile who believes in growing players. Do you see Ten Hag growing players? Do you see Arteta? Like, I'm sorry, I'm mentioning him, but I don't see Arteta. He hasn't really grown players to that extent. If you compare him to the likes of Klopp or even Tuchel for that matter, I think Tuchel is known for growing players. I think he's a proven manager in the past as well. So I think De Zerbi is not a bad choice for sure. with the way he's actually doing the works, at Brighton. And even if you talk about, I think Eddie Howe would be a really bad call. I know Newcastle are like, they've rejuvenated and they're doing what they used to do in the past, but I think Eddie Howe would be a terrible call here. But De Zerbi is someone in the Premier League who can be given an opportunity, but he'll be here. He'll ask the FSG, the owners, for some time for sure, because he's definitely not a manager who's going to hit the ground running. He's not going to get the top two for us. But if you really want a sustainable model, we need to be bringing in managers who are okay with an economical ownership. People who are bringing in funds from the sell to buy model or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think bringing in the likes of Nagelsmann, and all these people from Bundesliga is just it's just a rash call in my opinion. I know Xabi Alonso has a history with Liverpool, and he follows the same system. He likes putting in a 3-5-2 and building on pressing and all that stuff from there on. But I still feel maybe the likes of De Zerbi would be a better call, given the fact that he has some experience. His training regime is similar. And discipline is the number one factor for me. I think managers like Jurgen Klopp really want discipline, which is why he owns the dressing room. People had the same thought about Ten Hag doing the same, but he's the total opposite, right? You need to own the players. You need to be putting them in immense control. I know it sounds a little harsh, but that's how it works. If you don't have the control in the dressing room, it's just going to be a haphazard situation, right? So
100%. That's the first thing the manager has to do, is just command that respect that he's the new manager. It can't be like a Man United situation where, was it Ollie? He didn't want to park in Sir Alex Ferguson's, parking space because that's the gaffers. Mate, you're the gaffer. So you've got to take control. So listen, I like De Zerbi. I think that's a good shout. To be honest, no one on paper is going to stack up to Jurgen Klopp. But if you have a manager, you give him time, and it's going to have to be time. It's one of those ones. And
what about
it's funny because I fight Arteta every day. But you got to give
some insights on Graham Potter. What do you guys feel about Graham Potter? I know
manager
with Chelsea.
Yeah. Good manager, but I don't think he's the
bro. Listen, man. Listen. De Zerbi is a bad shout.
Come on.
Potter, it stinks. We have.
You know who you said was crap? Sorry, Zoop. You know who you guys said was dead was Eddie Howe, yeah. But Eddie Howe's the only guy that.
No, we never said Eddie Howe was dead, bro. No.
I'm not saying you guys will get Eddie Howe, but I'm saying if the system he plays is sort of a B-Tech Klopp system, right?
So we should go for B-Tech Klopp, bro.
No, I'm not saying. Listen, he's shown. Listen, Newcastle's not like it's not. To be honest, right? Newcastle haven't done much for I don't know how many.
Bro, listen,
etc. But still, you've seen.
Linda's gonna go to Newcastle and do a better job over there. All I'm trying to say is, man, Potter ain't the guy. I don't know what you man saw in Potter. Potter didn't. Yeah, Potter wasn't even able to move the needle. If you can't move the needle at Chelsea, bro, we don't need you at Liverpool. But and the De Zerbi shout, I think it's only good, and it's only if I'm double down or quadruple down with the FSG thing, because I think he's a business type of coach where he will just adapt like a chameleon to the environment of the club. Like, I don't think De Zerbi, I don't know him before Brighton, but it's Brighton model to get them little players and run that way. And I think he adapted to that. The same way he adapted to Potter way of playing. And so if he comes to Liverpool, I can see him adapting. But then I feel like when it's time for him to build a team, the way Klopp has rebuilt the team, I don't think he'll be able to do that. So that's why I'm saying it's a bad shout, because I've never really seen him build a team at this level that we are at. So that's why I'm saying they're both bad shouts. You need a manager that you can't command the dressing room with your name, bro. So even Xabi Alonso coming in, bro, we need men with pedigree. We need men at the highest level. We need men that has won stuff. Bro, if you came second twice as a manager, I don't need to see you, bro. We need to be seeing men that came first twice. We don't need no runner-up man, no almost man, no he's good, but he was at the wrong club. We don't need those type of guys, bro. We need men that have done it. Klopp came to Liverpool. He was the only man to hold Bayern to the sword, back to back.
But you don't really have a huge scale of managers who play attacking football on a consistent basis, right? You're talking about managers of that pedigree like Ancelotti's or maybe like Antonio Conte's, right? Even Antonio Conte's style is more like resorting to pragmatism or being reactionary, right? Like if you're talking about De Zerbi, then even Graham Potter for that matter, I wouldn't really compare him for what happened with him at Chelsea. He was handed a new project with so many different players of different profiles, and they were all new. It was all new to them, right? For Liverpool, handing a project like Liverpool again, I don't know if Graham's going to be the right person or not, but if you hand it to him, I think he's going to do a better job than what he did at Chelsea for sure. I think our club is sorted right now. We maintain discretion when it comes to different rumors. There was just this one food between Salah and Mane, which happened because of the selfishness which Salah was showing in that one game. Only that situation came out. Barring that, tell me other situations amongst other Big Six clubs which comes out. It's all over the tabloids. But Liverpool has never gone through that situation, which is why I'm just like, I think I don't know which manager is going to come in, but I wouldn't. Potter, I don't think he's a wrong manager, right?
We'll see.
People in the chat. Yeah, we'll see Uday. You've given me a lot to think about, and I'm gonna leave you with this. Don't get upset. Just think about it. Your next manager needs to be able to tolerate Trent at right back. So whoever you pick,
yep.
If he doesn't tolerate Trent at right back, bro, I'll be here telling man why I wanted AI. Because Trent to Real Madrid with Jude Bellingham and Vinny.
No, wait. Forget Real Madrid. If you man don't use him properly, just send him my way.
Hey, we're talking about winners here. We're talking about
winners. No, bro.
Trent ain't going over there, bro.
Come on, the guy was saying sell to buy, man. Come on, sell to buy. Come on, man. Anyway,
right, today, big
up, man. Thank you for your call, and yeah, hopefully another time, man. Big up.
You're disrespectful, You think Trent is going to leave?
Yeah, man. I got Liverpool. I got Rice.
And now go to Real Madrid.
I got Ben Real Madrid, man. Come to the real Real Madrid. Real Madrid of England, bro. Arsenal, man. Come on. But anyway, Daz, give me a quick shout if you're ready. I want to bring you in. If you want to just stay on in that.
Hey, it's a mad FSG move.
Go on.
To actually pattern up an AI system that they've created to run the club, so they don't have to pay anybody. That's actually a big FSG move still, Whether it works or not, Bilal, I'm just saying, that's a big FSG move, Paying back themselves the salary. Daz, what you saying? Voice of reason, I hope.
Can you guys hear?
Yeah, we're hearing you. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Just hitting the copium, bro. Just smoking on that copium, man, because
it's been a bad couple of days, hasn't it? And I can tell by the callers we've had that it's been a little bit depressing tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it. You know what it is, Daz? I'm trying to keep it up because a lot of people, a few guys call me like, "Yo, Zbi, what you want?" And I'm like, "Bro, I woke up. I think it was like 5:46. ESPN says Klopp leaving at the end, and I went straight Jamaican immediately. I'm like, yeah, man, tell them move up. I'm like, yeah, get them out of here. It's one of them ones where you might be mad at the missus, and the missus is like, you know what, I'm leaving, and you're like, I don't care, get out of here. But 5 minutes later, you're like, damn, man, shouldn't have said that, And so it's one of them ones I'm not really dealing with it well, and that's why I want AI next because I can't pick a human being. I can't pick a human being after.
It's been a very weird day, hasn't it? It's been a very weird day. I'm in America, so like I'll wake up in the morning, I get in my car and I put YouTube on and I see like breaking news, Klopp leaving Liverpool. I'm like, that's shit. That's just clickbait. Go on Liverpool channel. And then I'm watching this video of Klopp telling us that he's leaving. And I get to work and I'm nearly in tears. And people at work all day were like, what's wrong with you? You okay? You on a Friday, normally like you're buzzing and whatnot. It's Friday. I'm like, Klopp's leaving. Because I'm in America, South America, like Alabama. They don't give a shit. They don't know nothing about football.
Liverpool?
Roll Tide.
Yeah, what's Liverpool?
About Roll Tide, man. Man.
Yeah. I'm like, well, then Alabama's coach just left. So I was like, So it's like your coach just leaving, like Nick. I'm just like somber and everything, and they're like, they just didn't get it at all. And I needed to come on and talk to you guys, and I've been in chats with other people, but I just needed to get it out and speak.
That was a bit nasty by Liverpool, though. I think the Friday announcement, they should have done it on what time's good for that kind of announcement? Saturday?
Nah, you know, Bilal, there's
no good day for that. I'm guessing they got to the point, and I'm sure this has been spoken about before, but I'm guessing they got to the point where they had to release it because they didn't want it leaked. Because imagine that being leaked and everybody going around going, Klopp's leaving. So I think they're doing it the right way because that's what Liverpool do. There's no squeak of it coming out before. Dude, it's oh gosh, last 8-9 years of our lives with Klopp and doing what he's done after everything that's gone before. You know, I'm a 40-year-old man, and you know, I got the tail end of Dalglish and whatnot. This is trying. But I've come on to make everybody happy and be like, we're gonna win tomorrow. We got a game.
That's why you're
tomorrow.
here, bro. That's why you're
I forgot we got a game tomorrow, bro.
We got a game, and Klopp's going to be there, and Klopp's going to be there for the next 4 months. Jurgen Klopp, he's going to boom, boom, boom. We've got Klopp for the next 4 months, and we've got 4 titles to go after. Yes, like I agree with everybody else. I think 2 out of the 4 is probably going to happen. What 2? I would like the title, of course. I'd like the title and Europa, just so he's got their full house with the title. Taz knows the real. Thank you, sir. Off the crossbar.
All right. Daz, I hope you don't mind, but you're one of us now, so you're gonna be staying here. Hopefully, if you need to go, I understand. But if you're willing to stick around, stay with us.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
here.
100%.
Condolences to Grizz and his family, by the way.
All right, man. I'm gonna bring in Minerals very, very quickly. Big up Minerals FC. How you doing, bro?
Yeah. You all right, mate?
Yeah, man. I'm doing good.
How you doing?
You're right, Zuberi, man. Boy, the news has hit like crack, man. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie. I tell you why? Because Klopp, that Brer was the only one standing up to Pep. Let's have it right. Put the rivalries aside, yeah? Like, this is a perfect analogy. Klopp was David. Let's have it right. And Pep's Goliath. And you know how hard it is to beat him. So what Klopp has been doing was fighting David, Goliath, everything, Teflon Don and all that. Pablo Escobar and everything there. But the negatives about Klopp was his antics and and all that, and pressuring the refs, you know, making Anfield the fortress. So him leaving would be a good thing. We just need to. It would be a great thing because like Arsenal haven't beat Liverpool at Anfield, so maybe Klopp leaving can give us a chance, you know. So
you're Arsenal fan, yeah?
Nah, man came in like a spy. Billa, what's going on here, man?
Listen, I'm bringing in my gooners, yeah? I didn't know. I just assumed. I thought you were. I was gonna ask. I thought you were a Chelsea fan. I was like, okay, but now I'm hearing you're Arsenal. Okay, now I understand.
Man, just galvanized Billa.
You know what it is, yeah? You know what it is, right? A lot of the Arsenal fans, they're like, listen, Klopp's down, Pep soon gone. It's Arteta's time. That's what a lot of Arsenal fans are.
Let's relax. Let's relax.
I don't know about
all let's relax. Our fans need to chill, man. Jeez. But Zuberi, like, do you agree that Klopp fighting Pep for the titles and all was like David versus Goliath, right?
When you said it, I was trying to think because I grew up in the church and my grandmother, she always tell me these stories and that. But I was trying to think of how David's story ended Because when you're an underdog and you become a champion, very rarely you just die at that helm. You know what I'm saying? You don't step down. People's champion stepping down, bro. How you walk away at the champion level? How is our champion, Liverpool champion, bro? We champion this man. And our champion looked at us and said, I can't fight no more. I'm not trying to do this thing. Bro, you're the champion, bro. We're here because of you, bro. You can't walk away, but
exactly. You revolutionize Liverpool. It's also making me think that, do you think that the campaign against Liverpool and the referees and Goliath winning a lot has made him resign?
Yeah, because how would you feel if, let's play into this wild Arsenal fan theory. Let's say Klopp, he leaves when he said he's going to leave and Arteta become the next guy, but Arteta just can't get over the lines, right?
Exactly, that's the thing.
And then Arteta looked at you guys and be like, you know what, man, I might need a break, because no matter what he does, there's just that impossible road of City, bro. He might top him one season. Or you guys gonna be mad when he says, yo, you know what, it's time to hang it up? Because, bro, coming second, it's not.
Yeah, it's coming second bro. Is painful, man. Let's have that right, man. And boy, like Man City, the way they've bitch slapped this league, to be honest, like pause, and the way they've dominated Liverpool, I think.
Whoa, dominated Arsenal, No, whoa, that's don't allow this.
We weren't in the convo, man. We was only there for one season, man.
Man City have not dominated Liverpool.
They have not dominated us, bro. We've been the only
bro. They've won 5 titles or no?
Yeah, but they didn't dominate us while they did it. They dominated you, man, bro. They had to
they've never dominated the league with their 115 charges, right? That's how they've dominated.
Yeah,
they haven't dominated Liverpool.
Anfield is the fortress.
Liverpool with a Rocky in this. Liverpool with the ones fighting the little punches, giving it when they couldn't do, and nobody else could do it.
You know what? Slightly agree. For the City agenda, 115.
Yeah,
that's right.
We would, like Bilal will tell you last season, right? Bilal, I think I remember speaking to you about good luck with it, because Man City are just this. What's his name from Rocky? Ivan Drago. That's what Man City are. They do. I'll kill you. That's Man
I said
City.
Goliath. Their Goliath does. I've been banging on about it.
Right. So what are you going to do against that? And they're going, hello. Little guy just trying to get there, and sometimes the little guy just gets a little punch in there, and that's what Liverpool did once.
Yeah, that's what Liverpool did a couple of times, and you have to credit them. But what I'm saying is, City have dominated this league, and Liverpool have kept the honor of the Premier League. I wasn't disrespecting. That's when I meant dominated. Before you start getting offended.
I was a little offended, but I understood. I was a little offended still, but Klopp definitely fought for the honor of the league. Because let's be honest, if you take Klopp out, right? I don't care what kind of fan, what team you support.
There's no team that
the Premier League. The Premier League becomes the Farmers League. Let's have it right.
It becomes the Farmers League.
Let's have it right.
Let's have it right, man. And Klopp has landed the minerals, man. And yeah, whether you like him or not, whether you think he's a moaning wronging and all that. He got it done.
Yeah, you know what? That argument, we'll know if it's 100% true next season, because Pep's gonna stay, right? Klopp's gone. So let's see. Is there gonna be a challenger next season?
Yes, Liverpool will always go, bro.
Is Pep definitely
no Klopp, bro? No Klopp.
Pep says he's gonna stay one more year, for sure, and then after that, maybe
1 little year, man.
So if they do the Champions League, so 2 Champions League, a bunch of Premier Leagues, Klopp's gone, would he not just be like, I think Pep's a demon. I think he looks at the situation and he feels like, yes, I've run.
He's Goliath.
Now he's thinking, let me just stick the knife in even more and just win all the trophies while he's gone. And just then when he's fully satisfied, then he'll leave. He might listen. Barcelona, they need him, And this is a plea
Take
to
it
Pep
easy.
Guardiola. Go back home, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, go back home
Xavi
to
is on his
Barca,
knees. Bro,
He's on his knees,
Xavi is on
boy.
his knees right now, and he resigned today. Basically, he said, "I can't handle it."
It's very one thing I have is like I'm just hoping that Liverpool get the new manager wrong, bro, because after Klopp like showing up, like I just need a little bit of Liverpool back, man. I miss those times, bro. I miss that era, man.
You're a real Arsenal fan.
You just want misfortune on us.
No.
Right, that's
That's
not the
let
way.
me-
I don't
you
hate
should be
Liverpool.
Arsenal.
I don't hate Liverpool really, but
That's
But
just
but
hits
you
like
do.
crack,
no,
man.
But you do. Now let's have it all on a level playing field, right? Let's have it all on a level playing field. We would have won the league at least another 2 times.
Exactly with Klopp, and don't forget referees.
Oh,
Referees
God.
have an agenda against Liverpool. I actually deeped it, you know.
Let me
Well,
ask you a
season.
question, Minerals. Let me ask you a question before we keep it pushing and just go off on tangents. I hear what you're saying, and I'm respecting you because you call and you ask me the question. You're saying you hope, we get the next manager wrong to go back to Liverpool. What's more important to you as an Arsenal supporter? The referees fixing up their business or us going back to Liverpool? Don't forget about that Newcastle game with that 3 VAR incident.
Yeah, that liquid cheating the ball going up there and that. But
so would you keep that as long as we go back to Liverpool, or you just have us still be Liverpool with better refs? If you had to pick one, which one do you want more?
It's Liverpool, bro, because
It's a real hater, you know. It's a real hater.
I'm not a hater, bro. It's just because the Liverpool meltdowns hit like crack because it's rare. Like Liverpool don't have like personality like on YouTube that go
Liverpool don't have personality. What?
I said Liverpool. There's not like Liverpool fans that do like meltdowns really.
He's saying you're rational. You're like sensible fans.
No,
he's
saying we're
giving you a compliment.
Sorry.
He said basically what he's saying is he's been so accustomed to AFTV, he just thinks every fan is going to do up AFT things. Now we don't do that right here, bro. We got class.
You know why? I know
Class
the
is
reason.
permanent.
We know the reason why. Liverpool.
Bro, we got class,
we know that.
bro.
No, listen. Liverpool, obviously, honestly, I looked at some of the players you guys were having before. Obviously, post winning the Champions League, and you man were down bad. I'm not gonna lie, you man were so down bad. Even growing up, right, I used to have people like obviously way older who supported Liverpool during the glory days, and I used to look at them like, why do you support Liverpool? This is me growing up, like, you man are dead.
Yeah,
but I think you guys have got, when you had that, you experienced that, and just like you can't really have meltdowns. You can't really have it. But now this is the test. Now you've gone back up. You started winning. You won everything again. Now, let's see if the meltdowns happen if things don't go your way. That's what I'm looking to see. This is the test now for the Liverpool fan base. Are you going to stay rational? Are you going to stay calm? Or are you going to be like me? Are you going to become like me? That's what I want to know.
Liverpool fans. Sorry. So go on, Minerals.
I was saying, it's just that last season was like Liverpool because I saw some nice meltdowns. Like the Hussam, our boy Hussam, I think Zubair knows him. Like his meltdowns hit like crack, man. Because
but I think that's just his identity. That's just his identity. Don't equivalent it to all of the rest of the Liverpool fans because he doesn't speak for Daz. He doesn't speak for man like Enzo.
No, there was a few apart from Hussam and a couple of other YouTubers, like.
It's the internet era now, anyway.
Meltdowns.
Usam
last time when
Liverpool
internet weren't as good, the internet was not popping. So now,
Usam. Put it like this: the last time we won the Champions League before Klopp, Usam wasn't on the internet that way. Put it like that. So a lot of these, Liverpool men that you're seeing these days, they Klopp made. Klopp made them. They weren't out here repping the team like that, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? These men was low key. Some other fans in there. You see what I'm trying to say? So. The rational fans that you're meeting, like myself, Daz, Grizz, and the other men, Yeah, we the one Bilal says, bro, we know form is temporary, class is permanent. That's what my screensaver said from high school days to today. It's the same screensaver for 20 years, bro. Klopp only been here for 9. So I'm just trying to show you that I've carried that with me, bro. Got class out here,
Doesn't it feel like it's like 2-3 years ago? Doesn't it feel like we just beat Barcelona 4-0? Doesn't it feel like we just won the Champions League? Doesn't it feel like we just won the league?
But like last season, Zuberi, like was that self-inflicted or it was FSG tax?
I actually thought it was self-inflicted because I was telling people what Klopp was doing wasn't sustainable. But people and look, I don't know how, but what the argument was or the conversation was, I'm telling people what Klopp is doing isn't sustainable. And now you see him throwing in the towel. I'm not saying I predict this. I'm just saying what he was doing wasn't sustainable. But people try to say it's what the owners are doing isn't sustainable. Bro, the owners are just the owners. You can use them whichever way you feel fit. If you take a little bit of money, it's less pressure on you to get set. If you take a bunch of money up front, we're going to need a bunch of expectation, kind of like, Arteta is facing right now because he spent way more than Klopp. You see what I'm trying to say?
Way more, man.
So what I'm trying to say to you is what Klopp was doing, it wasn't sustainable, bro. He was keeping the players beyond their time. You get a player in 4 to 6 years, rinse, repeat. Bro, all of the Liverpool fans, if not most of them, they wanted like 6 men to retire here. How you gonna have 6 men retiring in your squad, bro?
Exactly.
Bro, you're not gonna win a lot of. Bro, that's not sustainable. So he kept a lot of players past their prime, in my humble opinion.
Last season, they also turned on him. There was also the Klopp out movement from a lot in your fan base.
I don't think people turned on him. I think it was
they
just
did. On Twitter and on YouTube.
You see, I'm not on Twitter.
Actually, to be fair, General Mineral, I mean, I started a Klopp out thing. I apologize. And I'm not even on Twitter, but I started it. I was tired of hearing FSG out, and I'm like, maybe we should get rid of Klopp. And then, bro, it took off like wildfire. I mean,
and you regret saying that, right?
Well, look, we're Liverpool fans. We're having conversation. Everyone was one-sided with the FSG thing. I'm a football guy. It can't be one-sided. So 9 men said FSG out.
Colonel, I love you to death, but the fact that you ever those words came out your mouth, I remember. I was just like,
do I regret it?
Is
he
okay?
That's who I am. It's who I am, bro. If 9 men said yes, I'm gonna be the guy to say no. That's just how I am. Well, I think Klopp is the same way. Klopp thinks the same way, bro. Klopp ain't just gonna follow 9 men like that. Klopp's gonna be like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to me and Klopp is what I'm saying. Mineral, we got to keep it pushing. I didn't like the way you galvanized Bilal still.
Yeah, man, give me the energy, man. I feel like Arsenal going to win the league now, man. Big up Minerals, man.
Big up, mate.
Arsenal, not.
Big up. Why not, Daz, man? Come on. Why not?
Bilal, can I ask you a question real quick?
Go on.
Loser pool comeback.
Please stop saying loser pool.
Or better referee in the league.
Definitely better refs, man. These refs, I don't know how many points they take from
I was just testing you to see how far you was going to go.
I play Liverpool twice a year. Yeah, and I play the refs every game. So I pick the refs. I need better refs.
Bilal,
talk to your brother, man.
Yeah, talk to your brothers, man.
You don't know how much every game I hate, bro. I prefer not to speak.
So,
anyway,
go on, you got to bring that.
No, go on. No, say it.
I was going to say, so would you? It's never going to happen. But like, we just watched the Carabao Cup without VAR, and you could actually celebrate a goal and be like, "That's a goal. Yeah. It's an actual goal. There's no coming back." Is that better than getting the
100%.
correct decision?
It is. I'll tell you why it's better. We should only have automated, I think, offsides. I think everything else should just be the refs have to make a decision, because I feel like with these refs now, with the technology, they're just tiptoeing around decisions. To be fair, I'll give AFCON credit. I think AFCON, they've used VAR pretty well, right? But for the most part, especially in the Premier League, with the way their brains work with these refs, they just need to just take control of the game. And listen, hopefully they get more things right than wrong. And at the end of the day, one more thing, football is a sport. It's not a science. And I feel like now football's pushing way too much into being like a perfect science. Zoo wants to bring AI. Like, it's too much, bro. This is a sport.
There's a thing called football
disagrees.
science.
Yeah,
But
but look,
But this is
why
bro, you're
are we
vibe.
trying to
Trying to vibe as well.
why are we trying to perfect something that was gorgeous
Mhm.
100 years ago?
No,
that we all
no. That's with all due respect. I love you, yeah. But here's what's going down. My missus could be 200 pounds, and I'm saying she's lovely. It doesn't mean she's the most loveliest thing on earth. She's lovely to me, right?
Yeah.
Football, on the way you watch it, it could have been the most beautiful thing, and you were like, yo, VAR is ruining it. When I watched the games without VAR, it showed me the reason why we needed VAR.
Yep, yeah, but have you not seen that while these couple of Carabao Cup games recently, that it's just like, oh, the referee's given that. Right, fair enough. Oh, it's wrong, but we haven't got to wait 5 minutes, 3 minutes, or 2 minutes for a decision. You just go, oh, the ref's got that wrong, but let's carry on. Let's go. That's
And a lot
what
of the
they
time-
do. That's what they do on grassroots level.
Yeah.
I kick somebody in the shins, and the referee doesn't see it. That's the game.
I've gotten away with that a couple of times. That's my favorite one.
I always used to do it.
I did one. I remember one time
always
I did a one right in front of the ref, like a proper one. Like, this guy must have hit me like a couple of times in the game, and I just said, you know what? Next time I see him, I'm not even going for the ball. Went for him, and the ref just played on, and I was just like, "Is he?
You know what?
Right?
You know what?
I don't know how he's missed it, but I thought I was getting sent off."
I'm gonna try to agree with you because I can think of one moment where that would have really helped. You remember when we came second the first time because the ball didn't go over the line by 14 millimeters? On another day, the ref might have been like goal. But in I'm not gonna lie, man. Looking back at some of these refs in the Fergie
But
time,
we also got it. We also
Fergie time is the reason why I don't trust refs.
But we have goal line technology. I think obviously after Lampard in the World Cup, goal line technology for sure works. It does its job most of the time, right? Obviously Villa probably should have got.
Nah, remember that time the watch wasn't working?
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
team
for
got
Villa.
relegated.
But that's like, think about it. That's one example out of how many years of goal line technology being implemented. But with VAR, sometimes, you know, when you have international break for 2 weeks, right? And then you have that first match 12:30, straight away 10 minutes in, there's VAR controversy, and you're like, what is the point? We waited 2 weeks just for us to start talking about VAR. So listen, I don't want it, but let's keep it moving, man. Got our next caller coming in, Asongani. Hopefully I said your name right, bro. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, bro, that was spot on. Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah, big up, man. How you doing, man? How you?
I'm good, Zuberi, and yourself.
I'm trying to think of copium ways to get over this news, and I think I finally figured it out. It's not AI, but it's VAIR. Let VAR be run by AI. I think we'll be good. So I'm pulling back a little bit. We'll still have the ref, but AI is the one checking the tapes.
But do you believe AI is not perfect? Like, AI has got its flaws as well.
But at least we can track who's tapping up the AI. You know, we can at least track to see whose network connected to the AI Wi-Fi and that. Listen, I just can't see another human being replicating my manager, and that bothers me. There's no Liverpool fan out here know for a fact who the next manager is going to be, and if we're even going to love him and appreciate him the way we did with Jurgen Klopp.
And guess what? I mean, I'd just love to say that's the beauty of life. First of all, before I say anything, I just want to say that my prayers are with Grizz and his family. I really know what it means to lose a loved one. And when I heard the news about the club leaving, the first person, funny enough, the first person I thought of was Grizz, because Grizz is such a Liverpool fan, and I follow everything that he really does, be it on Instagram and YouTube. And I also watch a lot of the Big Six that I'm always rooting for, wherever is the Liverpool segment. And the fact that he's going through what he's going through now and having this kind of news with Klopp leaving, it just made me reflect and think about the fact that, you know what, in life, nothing really lasts forever. The way that we as humans leave is the same thing with managers and the people that you really love that today that are with you and the next second they're gone. And the only thing that you have is the memories, the things that they did, the things they achieved, and the memory that they left with you. And I was reading a quote that Jorgen said. I think he was trying to explain why he's always smiling, even when Liverpool, like when the opposition scores a goal against Liverpool. And the one thing, I can't remember exactly what it was, but the one thing that stood out for me is the fact that he said that I think he changed a lot when his son was born. Then he realized that in life there are bigger things than football. That is not football. It's a game. It's just people having fun, you know. But what you think about is that legacy and the feeling that people like Klopp really leave in you as a human, the way that you live your life, people you've never met, people you probably never meet, but the way that they make you feel, the joy that they brought to your life. And even just the fact that I've been a Liverpool fan when things were really, really difficult and we couldn't win the game. And I remember even when Brendan Rodgers was kind of winning games and taking us to the top in some extent, it was strange to the point where I found myself when we were top of the league and doing things like it didn't feel like home. It didn't feel like it was something I deserved because I was just so used to losing. You know what I mean? But I think Klopp changed the culture to a point where it feels normal to be at the top. And even the day before he said he was leaving, I was having a conversation with a friend and we were just talking randomly about Liverpool, about the players, about Salah, if Salah is going to renew and everything. And I kept telling my friend, you know what, regardless of what happens, we've got Klopp. We've got Klopp. But just imagine that the person you're rooting for and saying you've got that person is actually leaving. So it's kind of difficult, but then you understand, just like I said at the start, that in life you always have to move on. Sometimes it's very difficult, but you always have to move on and hope that the best is yet to come. Whatever comes ahead will be something good. We will never have a manager like Klopp. It's certain, like for sure, we will never have a manager like Klopp because Klopp is not just a good manager. I remember I've read the book with Pep, his assistant manager, and one of the things that he said about Klopp is Klopp has always said he's a normal guy. He wasn't the smartest in school, and we know he wasn't the most skillful football player, but one of the biggest things about him is that he knew how to surround himself with the right people and he knew how to bring out the best from everyone around him and make smart decisions and things like that. So losing his mentality, losing the energy that he brings. I'm just like Zuberi was saying, I'm thinking about who else fills the shoes. It can never be the same. You just have to find someone that brings something completely different in another way, some kind of different energy that would kind of match up with the club. It could be different. Trust me, it could even be a better energy someday. Because to be fair, Klopp did a lot. Klopp won a Premier League trophy, but he should have won 3. And we will talk about the goal line clearance with John Stones and things like that. But maybe another manager should have won those games. You just never know. So the hope that
I have
things
one question for you, and Daz, you can chime in. Klopp was the normal one. Jose says he's the chosen one. I think Pep might have been like the tactical one. If we're just going to use that analogy to describe the next manager, what would you want the next manager to be? Because we know he's not going to be the normal one. So we've seen what the chosen one in Jose and the tactical one in Pep, and I don't know what Arsenal call, Arteta, but what would you say the next?
I think we have to get off that narrative. To be honest, I think we have to whoever comes in, we have to give them support. I don't think there's going to be it right now. It's 2 to 5 on Xabi Alonso, right? If that happens, we all know Xabi from our from his time at Liverpool and how well spoken he is, and we've seen him at Leverkusen. Did they draw today? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
So Damn, yeah. Done me out of £5 there. So he's a well-spoken guy. He's been around Liverpool, and now he's going to have the. Was he there with? No, he wasn't there with FSG, was he? I don't think so.
Xabi Alonso.
No.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Real Madrid
No, he
before
wasn't.
that, you know.
Yeah. So if he does come in, and we're talking about, you're talking about the special one, the normal one, the whatnot. I don't think we need to give that. Just put him in, get his support staff, his staff around him, and let the players do their thing. It's the players who are the ones, and the fans in that stadium. And by the way, we have got the best fans in that stadium. I've missed 2 opportunities. I've bought 2 tickets in the last 10 years because of COVID. I couldn't go. I flew all the way from America to the UK to go, and we were meant to play Leeds, I think, on Boxing Day, and we didn't. So I lost $400, actually $800, because I bought 2 tickets. But it's that special moments that we want for this team, and any manager. It's the fans, it's the players, not all about the manager. Not all about the manager. The manager's there, but not all about the manager.
Yeah,
But
no one can live up. Go on.
If you think about it, I mean, just based on what you said, the 2 kinds of managers. You think about Pep, and you think about Jose on the other side. And one thing both of them had with Chelsea and City is they won. And if you ask me, I'll say I want someone who wins. I don't care how you win, but just win, because football is about winning. And if you win, you get trophies. So it's special one, whatever one, but I just want a winner regardless.
The reason why I ask is this is very personal now. I'm gonna share this with you guys, and this is what I want the next manager to do and be, so I can really galvanize and impose my idea more on the fan base. Whenever I meet a chick, I'll always treat them with the utmost respect. Some of them I scam, I'll confess, but I've always tell them I will never be the best one. Just think of me as the next one. So when the manager comes in, I need him to have that energy. We don't need the best. You don't have to top your, just be the next one that, like you said, that wins. Just be the next one that wins. That's it. Because that's what the sports is about anyway. So you don't have to be the normal one that just be the next one that wins at Liverpool, bro. That's it. I don't care how much you win. Just be the next one that wins. And I'm good.
Bro,
But
you
bro,
change your
think
name to
about
Poet,
it.
man. Poet Zuberi. That's the new name right now, because that quote kind of slapped. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, good luck.
But Zuberi, think about it. You're saying the next one, but you know the problem with the word next is it always comes with something before. And if you want to get rid of what is before, next is like you're talking about something that was before, then I'm the next. But just have your legacy, and your legacy should be winning. Because Klopp had moments where he really struggled, and all of us saw it, and it was just about the man. And even based on his press conference, he said he knew that they won't sack him, so he had to leave. So I just want someone to win games. Like it should be normal to win against. I've never gone for a game against City, to be honest. This is high truth. I've never gone for a game against City feeling that we will win this 100%. I want a manager that makes me feel the way I feel about City.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Bilal don't know about that, but I like
win.
that.
Anyone you slap on your waist, slap. Win. Anyone. I don't know who's gonna do that, but that's what I
like
want.
that one,
Victory.
right? I see you over there. You like that one. Going up against City, not worrying.
Not worrying. City fans don't worry about Liverpool all the time. There's some degree of worry, but the percentage is different. We worry more than they worry, if I put it that way. And that's what I want to feel. I want to feel that we're unstoppable, and we were not on the Klopp. We were good, very good. And maybe it's because of how low the bar was before he came. So I just want someone to take it up again. Just one more step.
The next
Just
one.
kind of what Brighton did.
So keep looking up and not just being satisfied that we've won the league, we've won every trophy, but we need to reach a new level. That's what you're looking for. But the thing is, you look at the market for managers, and are you going to find that guy? Like the only guy who on paper has the CV and who's out there, but he won't come to England is Zidane, right? And people will say, is he really that good of a manager because he's only managed Real Madrid? Like people have things against him already, despite him winning all those Champions League, etc. But listen, it's going to be tough. I do think Xabi Alonso probably makes the most sense. And if Xabi Alonso does win the league this season, which, listen, Bayern still don't look great. I know there's a massive chance this year that they could actually do it if they keep everyone fit. He's going to come with that winning energy, and he's got the connection to Liverpool. So if you're a Liverpool fan right now, not only are you supporting Klopp and Liverpool, you need to be supporting Leverkusen and hoping they get all the way, because I think he's the obvious first choice right now. But if he wins that Bundesliga this season, damn, like he brings such a different energy. He does what Klopp did, right? The last manager to win that Bundesliga was Klopp, right? Who's not obviously managing Bayern Munich. So I think everything's written perfectly, right? Especially if Leverkusen pick up that title.
It'll actually be funny. I think I saw something that Leverkusen in Europa League, right?
Yeah.
And I think I saw somebody post something on one of my feeds saying Leverkusen Liverpool final Europa League. Alonso already confirmed Liverpool manager. What happens? Go. It's like, what?
Obviously support
Whoa.
If they win, you won't be so
mad.
I think that's what it is.
We always sign players that play well against us. So it would actually be fitting if he beats us in the final and then becomes our manager, because it'll be the identity of how we always tend to sign the players that play good against us.
We don't think about it if we're in that.
But not beat us. Just play good. You don't have to win. Just play good.
Yeah. Great performance, but lose 1-0.
You can give him the Europa League. Come on, man. How many trophies you guys have, man? You can give Xabi Alonso a nice Europa League before he comes to Liverpool and tries to win more, man. Yeah, he can afford to give him one Europa League, man. Don't be stingy. European trophies, man. Just give him one Europa. Come on. If you know that's the case, it's your man. Come on, you can give him one. Let's say you've won a couple other trophies.
That's true, though.
Dash him. Give him some confidence before he comes.
Let's say that does happen as well, and Alonso does go to Liverpool. Doesn't he have that centre back in Cape? The Liverpool
bring a few of them guys over as well.
Interested in. So there's a couple of players at Leverkusen that would
Frimpong, Wirtz.
Nah.
I don't know where Wirtz.
Well, you think Trent's going to be doing those overlapping?
Listen, I can't have Trent going around with Trent, bro. I can't have Trent going around.
I think somebody mentioned it before. Actually, that's a very interesting point, because Klopp always said, "Why would you play the best right back in the world in midfield? Klopp's going to be gone. The new manager, where's he going to play Trent?"
If there's any manager that can use Trent, it's definitely Xabi Alonso, though. Xabi Alonso he'll figure it out how to use Trent in a way that might even take his game to another level, in my opinion. And he's already one of my favorite players, to be honest. Go on, sorry, bro.
And again, for me, I just wanted to say, for me, whoever comes in, wherever you use Trent, it's not about Klopp. Wherever you use Trent is where you see Trent fit to play. If it's Alonso has been an excellent midfielder. If he thinks he's good in midfield, you help him with the skill sets that you have, the brains and things like that. If it works fine. But again, one shout out. I think there could be a possibility of Jurgen coming back in maybe a year's time if it doesn't work out for the next manager. Remember, it's just a break. You just never know. Maybe there's another dance.
Mate, I would love it. I thought about it. I was like, did they approach him and say, "Look, have a year, right? Pep will take over. We'll have a year. Go with your family." No. Klopp never bought any of his ex-players. He doesn't go back anywhere, and I don't think he'll go back on. Like, it was interesting. I don't know if you saw the presser, and he found out that Ferguson had changed his mind. He was like, "What? What?" really? And he was like, and at the moment I was watching, I was like, see, Jurgen, you can change your mind. You can change your mind. And he was like, no, I will not change my mind. No, I think the Germany international job is on his radar. I've also seen people saying about England. He said he would. I think in a press he went, no, I would only manage.
That's a good club impression.
There's no
though.
way England would even try to approach it.
That club impression. No, that club impression was good, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, thank you. He would. He said he would only basically from what I got from that interview was that he would only ever manage his own country.
A German can't manage England, man. Like even from both sides, that's too much of a rivalry, man. That's impossible.
The media will be so on it. It's been long enough. Come on.
No. Like
it's been long enough. I think
the German one. Not even with. Have you seen England fans? I prefer not to speak. What they German? Yeah, let's leave it at that. It's like
okay. Move on.
Yeah, it's not happening. Anyway, so I'm gonna. You have anything else you want to add before you head off?
Thanks, guys. Just want to say thank you, and again, shout out to Grizz, and I wish him all the best. My prayers with him and his family. Hopefully, I'll get to speak to him sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for bringing me on.
Call in next week, man. You might get that wish.
Yeah, man. God willing.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Take care.
All right. Let me had some comments I had saved to read very, very quickly. Zoob's guy, Tarmizi, big up Tarmizi, as always, big up Aki Bilal and Colonel. Respect as always, Daz. You never walk alone. Blessings, everyone in the chat. Big up Tarmizi. On your business, he gave me a question that I thought, let me have a read of it. Says, Bilal, I have a question for you. Better refs and Spurs win a trophy, or refs decline even more and cost Arsenal in the Champions League final? Listen, you got to specify the trophy that Tottenham are winning. If it's a Carabao Cup, they can hold that. They've won 2 Carabao Cups in 32 years. I'll give them a third one. If they want that, if that's the trophy we're talking, that level, then cool. But anything above a Carabao Cup, I'm not accepting this deal. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to have a better...
Nah, the other one is mad. Below, read the other one. It says refs decline even more and cost Arsenal Champions League final.
Bro, can't do that again. Man said another heartbreak in Champions League. Dad, I think you're on mute, by the way, bro.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to better refs and Spurs win a trophy.
Yeah, or bad
refs decline even more and cost Arsenal. So
you want me to live my pain twice? No. We can't be doing this.
Yeah, just give Spurs the trophy, bro.
No, but I need to know what they're winning. I need to know what they're winning, because if they're winning, I don't even want them to win the Premier League.
What if they win the Premier League? You wouldn't. You rather lose in the Champions League than have Spurs win the Premier League. Is what you're saying? Bilal, that's mad. Bilal, you can't be that type of fan. Think about what you're saying, Bilal. You would rather lose another Champions League final than to have Spurs lift the Premier.
If I win Champions
League, better refs, right? Better refs.
If I win Champions League and they win the Prem, at least I got.
That's fine.
Yeah, I guess so, but still, that's nasty, bro. Man said I watched.
Just so you know, Bilal.
Luckily, this is impossible. Luckily, Tottenham will never win anything, so it's fine.
Just so you know,
yeah. I don't think you have to worry. Spurs are never winning the Premier League. I think by the way, that should say Carabao Cup, and then you can go for the other one.
Yeah, man.
Go for that one.
Nah, that question's nasty, man. None of your business, man. You got to handle different sort of business.
He knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
Anyway, we'll do our last caller of this show, and that is going to be CFC Bush. Welcome to the stage, bro. How you doing?
Evening, guys. How are you?
Evening, man. Chelsea fan, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't watch your game. I saw 0-0. I don't know what's going on at Chelsea.
Nah, the game was a bit hard, but, that just sums up our season. But first, I just want to start with condolences to Chris. Losing a loved one isn't easy at all. So prayers out to him. I just want to speak more on my like my view as a rival fan, especially someone who, let's just say, doesn't like Liverpool. When the news came out, it was a shock, but I think the way I'm seeing Liverpool fans react, like it's doom or gloom. Some of them are reacting like it's the end of the world, and of course, I don't know how it feels because me as a Chelsea fan, even though I'm quite young, I've personally seen 11 managers since Klopp has joined. 4 of them being interim, so 7.
Wait,
basically.
wait,
You know how
bro.
mad that
Talking to-
sounds?
bro. Wait a second, man. Wait a minute, bro.
Pardon?
Wait a minute.
That's crazy.
Bro, wait a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
11, really? 11
Yes,
managers?
yeah. If you want to search it up right now, it's 11 since 2015. It's been 11 managers, 4 of them being interim. So, in my lifetime, seeing football with my own 2 eyes and hearing it all, I've seen 7 since Klopp has
Nah,
joined.
I don't
So,
believe
like,
bro.
You can
I
make
swear
it
to God.
11 over managers, goalkeeper to striker.
The guy's got
You've got
facts.
teams.
I believe him.
no, I
Sorry, in the
can
DM.
swear to you.
Cigarette.
Bro, you got trust
Yeah.
issues, bro. Yes, God.
No. Yeah. No, the thing is, I'm young. Like, I'm young, but I've seen, like, with my own 2 eyes, I've seen 11 managers, which I feel disgusted. But, like, with Roman, who used to be our owner, that was the culture at Chelsea. It was a bad one. And even though he got sanctioned, let's be honest, like, the way our club was moving, it wasn't sustainable. Like, just bringing in managers, sacking them. Like, I was seeing managers get sacked after like 6 months. Some managers get sacked after a season. Like, if you messed up in that one season, you're getting sacked. It's as easy as that. Even with the American owners, I've seen 4 managers now, and they've been here 2 years. So yeah, it's crazy. But honestly, I've never experienced it with like a long-term manager, like the way you guys have. Klopp has done Liverpool well 9 years, and I see some fools, let's just say, on Twitter, on all these spaces, like, oh, is Klopp really that good of a manager? Look, when I've been seeing the Prem with my own 2 eyes, and he's been in the league, he's always been a constant friend, and not just in the Prem. What's more impressive, he was always a threat in the Champions League. Go give the guys props. Yes, he won 1 of the 3 Champions League finals, but the fact that he got to 3 Champions League finals, let's be honest, he's outdone Pep in the UCL. The job that Pep's done with City in the UCL, every time City were favourites, but they failed. So, yeah, props to him for that. And, when I saw the news, you could say most rival fans were ecstatic. You know what I mean? People were happy and whatever. But then my happiness quickly turned to worry because, firstly, more news kept coming out that, the owners they knew this since November. And the fact that it's coming out now, I think is actually a good thing for Liverpool and actually players, because it coming out now, I personally don't see it actually regressing the club. It will have an opposite effect, a positive effect, This has an effect with the fan base, the stadium, everything comes back. Like, people will be like, okay, we need to make this season a special one, which is why I'm dreading it now, because, like, think of it, the first Premier League game this week Liverpool have is against Chelsea, you know what I mean? And we are going to get absolutely pantsed at Anfield. The atmosphere is going to be rocking. Klopp's going to have the fans with him. You know what I mean? It's not going to be welcoming at all.
Whoa, bro, you're moving way too fast to me again, bro. So you're saying you're giving us that League Cup trophy then? It sounds like you're giving us the trophy.
That League Cup is in 1 month, man. It's in 1 month. I'm seeing it. But
okay.
Not leaving.
yeah.
Rodgers, he's coming to grips.
No, me personally, personally, if we don't win that trophy, it will just mean more people finally see the light and know that Poch needs to leave this club. But if he wins that trophy, I'm not going to care too much. It's a Carabao Cup. The guy's still a fraud manager in my eyes, and he's a serial loser, so I can't say much about that. But with the whole Klopp thing, like, people think it's a negative effect. But first of all, if the club known since November that he's going to leave, the owners have obviously done something behind the scenes, which is like preparation. All ownerships, they do this. They bring in preparation. And I genuinely believe FSG, they already have their manager in sights. They've already probably got a short list of names. People saying De Zerbi's on it. People saying, I think Alonso's definitely on it. And with the Alonso one, I think that's a very strong link, because not only is, like, He a former Liverpool player, very strong ties with the club. But with the Alonso link, I think Liverpool will be most like if he was to go in the summer, I think they'd be most likely to get him because with Real Madrid, Ancelotti re-signed until 2026. I don't think Real Madrid want Alonso right now because they want to see what he's going to do the next 2-3 seasons. And with Bayern, I know they're going to sack Tuchel because they've been pretty poor the last 3 seasons for Bayern standards, you know what I mean, in the league, and almost letting it slip to Dortmund and now Leverkusen. So yeah, but I think Alonso, if he had the choice between Bayern and Liverpool, I think he'd go for Liverpool. I genuinely see that because with Bayern, it's still within the Bundesliga, and Liverpool's a bigger challenge. You know, it helps him with his managerial reputation. The fan base is different. The culture, he knows everything with the club. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That will come down to, I think, that those two options, Bayern and Liverpool, will probably be on the table for Alonso. And it should be simple. Especially if he wins the league with Leverkusen.
Yeah, definitely.
Go straight to Bayern and then just start them winning another 5 to 10 years. Go to Liverpool. So yeah, you've got a decision to make. Go on, Daz.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said November. Of course. Since if the staff have known, the hierarchy have known since November that Klopp was going to leave, then probably I would have tried and give it a month or two. But yeah, there's going to be a shortlist, like you said. I would have thought due diligence would have been in place, and that's why the announcement. And I think people have been saying, why is the announcement now? It's crazy. I think they had to. They had to get ahead of it before it leaked out and people started getting angry. With regards to what you were saying about we're playing you on Tuesday, I think, is it next week?
Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? Sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. It's gonna be like a European night. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be if we don't win that game, there's something wrong. I hope going forward after beating Chelsea, we go ahead and destroy Arsenal. Is it the Emirates? Is it called?
God forbid.
Highbury? No, that was
learning center. That's what it's called. They'll learn today.
But and then I get what you're saying. Where you said before, that's a month's time. So we've had a month removed from this news. So, and we're all going to be at Wembley, and we'll see what will happen. I don't know. We've done you twice. What was it? 2 years ago, we did you twice.
Barely.
Yeah, and exactly barely. And I think, have we even anybody beaten each other in the last 5
years? The last time we beat Liverpool was May 2021. The last time Liverpool beat us was late 2020. So yeah, it's been draws since then. Pretty boring.
How's that possible? What are you guys doing when you play each other? Even that last game, the Kovacic goal, what was that, 2-2?
That was December 2021. I remember that game.
Yeah, Liverpool Chelsea games are always mad. Very funny when you said you had 11 managers since 2015. I went to go check how many managers Arsenal have had since the club started, and it says that 20 permanent managers and 8 caretaker managers. So you man are in just a
it's ridiculous.
And they've had 11
hundreds of years of history, man.
That's just the one I've seen in my lifetime. So I feel sad for the older Chelsea fans, honestly.
Yeah.
What's interesting is I feel like if Poch loses in the league and loses in the final, I can see it being 12 manager before Klopp leaves.
No, definitely. With me, I personally believe he should have been sacked. Not sacked, but the owner should have been putting the pressure on him after he lost to Man United. Because I'm sorry, no matter how bad we are, and yes, in the league position and on points, we are worse than Man United, but other fixtures against other, let's say the big 6 teams or better teams like Brighton and whatever, suggest that performance-wise we can outperform Man United. But the performance I saw versus Man United, we got absolutely toyed around. Even Anthony had a good cameo versus us, and for me that was personally when I lost it. and I just lost the patience. And I was just like, we'll see this guy, man. But yeah, it's not really going so well. So for me, it's a win-win situation. But as much as I hate this manager, I want to see my club win a trophy. And I know the EFL Cup ain't massive, but I haven't seen us lift the trophy since what, February 2022 now, which doesn't seem a long way, but it's been 2 years. So yeah.
Oh, such a shame.
Listen,
think of those Spurs fans when you say that.
Oh, man.
Already a bunch of other fans.
No, honestly, man.
Quick question before you head out. If you want Poch out so bad, who do you want to replace him? Because I can't really think of many names for Chelsea right now, to be honest.
No. With me, it's not like for now. I'd bring in an interim, and personally, people throw around the usual names like, I was hearing people say bring back Mourinho. First of all, Mourinho, he's a short-term manager. When you bring him in, your team needs to be ready to win immediately. And right now we have a team of kids. It's a nursery. He's not going to win anything with this team. And I don't think he'll even want to join us because Mourinho, he'd rather a team he's done well with an Inter side who had a bunch of players deemed too old or finished career-wise, and he won with them. But he's not going to win with a team of kids, definitely. So not Mourinho. Flick, people always say Hansi Flick, he's a good manager because, he won the sextuple with Bayern. And yeah, obviously I rate him for that. But I'm just a bit wary because of the job that he did with the German national team in the World Cup. I'm not going to judge him obviously off that, but I'm just a bit cautious. I'll be deadly honest. I genuinely don't care who the manager is. I want a coach, literally just a coach. I'll be so go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and that's the difference between a club like Chelsea and Liverpool. You said, I don't care who the manager is. Liverpool Football Club care who the manager is. Liverpool Football Club want to put all their heart and soul behind the manager and support him. You just want somebody to win games, right? And I think Poch is great. Are there any managers who Chelsea haven't ruined who would want that job? Genuine question by none of your business.
AI. I think Chelsea should have launched the AI project so we can see how it's going to look.
We already have it.
It's the perfect club to do that, man.
No, I remember fans going mad because Bowley, our American owner, he's basically we're the first Premier League club to do this. We've actually implemented basically AI in our recruitment process for kids coming through the academy. So we use AI now to see how good a player is. So a robot will tell us, is this player, what's his good attributes and whatever. So this club is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
You're on the right path. Yep. Big up to Bowley and them, man.
No, I don't know what it is, Colonel, but all stream you've been obsessed with this AI thing, man. I don't know what it is.
You know what it is. You know what it is. You're the perfect guy to end this stream because here's the thing. When you said you've seen 11 managers while Klopp was at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't seen 11 managers at Liverpool in my entire lifetime. I'm over 30, bro. What I'm trying to say to you is think about it. What I'm saying, the AI, if AI was at Chelsea, the number wouldn't be this crazy, bro.
Just update the system, bro.
Bro, just update the software, fam. You won't even need to just update the software. Because here's the thing. I think most of the managers that went at Chelsea, some of them at least win one trophy, right?
Yep.
So you can be like, okay, so that software worked for that season, but if we tweak it a little bit, we might go again. Bro, you can't just keep sacking managers and expecting trophy within 2 years, which have been your model. Because when you said 11 managers,
no,
the spell of one of my manager who won, what is it? That's about 7 trophy. Now we're in for 4.
Do you know what's so bad though?
11 managers and Klopp might have 11 trophies at the end of his tenure. Let that sink in.
Do you know what's so bad? I saw stat. Even though we've had these 11 managers, we've won the same since Klopp joined. We've won the same as Liverpool, which isn't actually impressive regarding us because we spent more and we've had more managers in. Because the Roman project, what he used to do, he used to bring in managers who had recently won at their other clubs. People like Conte, they'd won with, I think it was Juventus he came from. People like Sarri, they'd won with Napoli. People like Tuchel did pretty well with PSG. He brought them in immediately so they could win with Chelsea. And most of these guys averaged 1 or 2 trophies, 1 major trophy at least. And then when they start dying down, had a bad run of games, they get sacked immediately and then they get replaced. The problem is with these new owners, they're like their manager selection, and it's not only on the owners, it's the recruitment, like it's the recruitment staff, the guys they've been bringing in. Imagine on the shortlist, Ange was on that shortlist, for example. And I'm not saying Ange would have done a better job than Poch, because even him, he's on fraud watch, you know what I mean? But like, I'm just not, I don't trust his ownership as much with the way they brought in someone like Potter, who absolutely, and to be honest, I'll be honest right now, he plays better football than Poch. Potter plays better football than Poch. But the difference is, I'll give some slack for Potter because he had the likes of Kai Havertz, Mount, all these, like Ziyech.
Kai Havertz, by the way.
Pardon?
Take him back, man. Take Havertz.
Wait. Is Chelsea using AI to pick these managers? Because Poch was really up there with the talk of like up and coming managers, and they snatched him.
Yo, you see, this is the problem. This is the problem. Poch is not like no. Poch he failed. So people seem to think that Poch is like, because I remember there was a time when the United job was open. This is around when Ragnick was there, and they were like, Poch should like come in. And the thing is, Poch is rated because, let's be honest, he brought Spurs to like UCL level. When he was at Spurs, I'll admit he did a good job. Brought them in UCL consistently. They did well. They became, in a sense, not a global club, but they developed. You know what I mean? But he never succeeded trophy-wise. He failed time and time and again. And then he went to PSG. And let's be honest, any of us could go to PSG and go win the French league. And that's not me being disrespectful to the French league, but there's a massive difference between PSG and the other teams in terms of everything. Spending, revenue, the players they have, there's a massive gap. So the fact that Poch went there, in 18 months, he won the French league. But can you imagine when he won that French league, he didn't even get manager of the season. Manager of the season was given to like the Nice manager. And, you know, he failed there as well. In the Champions League, when Real Madrid booted them out, they started that comeback madness, like the madnesses throughout that whole campaign. Even though if you ask me, that whole campaign, they were very good and they deserved it. But it was luck after luck, miracle after miracle. You know what I mean? So like, yeah.
So you are deaf. You want Poch out?
Oh no, I've been Poch out since start of December. I'm just waiting now.
I'm just waiting. So obviously we're going to need a new manager beginning of next season. A name that came up and that I really like. I don't know whether he'd be a good fit for either of our clubs, but Thomas Frank from Brentford. No,
you know what it is with Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank he's a good coach. If you realise, he's with Brentford as a squad. They've been a bit weaker this season than last season, but he's a very good coach because he knows how to coach his team. Whether it be, you know, he plays low block football, whatever, at least he can coach to, you know, because I'll be honest, I forgot what it looks like to see a manager who can coach. You know, it's gotten so bad with Poch, we can see from set pieces, because usually a good manager should have taught his players or how to form a sort of like, you know how like in the army, you have your soldiers, yeah, and they all get in a formation. A good formation, they stand there, they march, whatever. A setup, basically. Poch can't even do that because we can see from corners, set pieces, all sorts. So, yeah, Thomas Frank is good and all, but the problem with managers that I see with Thomas Frank and De Zerbi, they all smell exactly like Graham Potter. People use this sort of like logic that, they were at the smaller clubs like Brighton and Brentford with far less like money to spend. So let's say logically, if you bring them to a bigger club, like for example Liverpool, give them a bit more money and see how like you expect it to go well, right? But like what we saw with Potter, I think he either got overwhelmed, but I will give him some slack because some of these the transfers that we made, he didn't want them, like he didn't ask for them. People like Mudryk, Enzo, Potter didn't say I want these guys. But then I think the job in general overwhelmed him. He had to manage playing in the UCL, and then he had the pressure from the league. He got booted out by both cups by City immediately. So yeah, I think it's Potter reenacted. But with De Zerbi, I think there's a bit more hope than, for example, than someone like Thomas Frank. So yeah,
I'll be honest. I'd never heard of De Zerbi before he came to Brighton.
Yeah.
Not many people knew him, but bro, we're gonna have to wrap up soon, very soon.
Yeah.
On this thought, I think there's two managers that Chelsea should go for, right? One is your former manager, Antonio Conte, who actually won you the league. And the second manager is Simeone Inzaghi at Inter. If you pay enough money, you can probably get him out of Inter. So,
shall I be? Yeah. The two is Simeone or Inzaghi. Inzaghi, I really like him. But let's be honest, the probability of it happening is like basically zero. With Simeone, the reason why it will never happen is because he's so comfortable at the Atletico job, and he's very sought after. It's not just Chelsea who want him; everyone wanted him at one point. But like, for example, he's the highest paid manager in Europe right now. It's more like everything's going well for him. He's on 40 million a year contract with Atleti. And, he's improving with Atletico every year. And he said that personally, he won't manage anywhere else other than Atletico and Inter Milan. I think that's because if you look at his player career, he played at both those clubs. And then the Inter manager, I'll be honest, I didn't watch much of him last season. I did watch the UCL final and some Serie A games this season. And I really like the way he's progressed some players, especially players like DiMarco and Martinez. Even though Martinez, I think he just developed in general because he was good even before Inzaghi. And I think he plays with a wing-back system, which is kind of what we need again. But, our wing-backs, aka full-backs, like Reece James and Chilwell, who fit in that 5 at the back system, they're injury-prone. So I don't even think we can do that right now.
Yeah, it's just one of them ones, man. We'll see. Chelsea. That Liverpool-Chelsea game is going to be mad. I think Liverpool, we play Norwich right in the FA Cup. It's going to be all mad.
Play them tomorrow.
Big up CFC Bushman. Win again next time. Probably enjoyed that.
But big up, man. Have a good night, you lot.
You, man. Take care.
Big up.
Take care, mate. I hope it'd be great if Luis Suarez was available for tomorrow's game, right, Zoobs?
No, we don't need to go that far, man.
You got Jota, man. Jota.
Here's the thing, Daz. I don't know if I've spoken to you about this because I was always not really a big Curtis fan. Bobby Clark, his cameo. I'm not trying to jump on the train early and none of that, but I quite like the guy, Bobby Clark. He's doing the things Curtis was doing, and I wasn't appreciating. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if you feel the same.
You're right. You actually are right.
But I wasn't appreciating when Jones was doing it. But now I see Clark doing the same thing. I'm like, you know what, man? Something's there. But no, we don't need Suarez. I think what we need to focus on is the fact that
was a joke, by the
the
way.
strike force. The strike force without Salah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, and it's working.
Good.
What game did we play a few weeks ago when Salah was available and he was on the bench and we scored like 4 or 5 goals? Was that the win against that was the win in the Carabao Cup, right? West Ham game. He didn't start, did he?
Yeah, and also fun fact, he's missed a total of, not counting this season, 10 games in the past of his entire Liverpool career. We won them all, including that Barcelona 4-0. So I'm not saying
we don't need no.
This guy's surplus the requirement.
So you're selling Mohamed Salah this season, yeah?
If you want him, you can have him, fam. I wanted to sell him and Robbo.
I haven't got 100 million.
Hey,
to give for Salah.
No. Give us Saka. Give it. I was going to say, give us. No, give us.
No. I'm good. No, we don't need
I'll take
Saka. We got Jota on the right.
I'll take Saka.
Saka don't want to go to
I
Liverpool, man.
was about to say Klopp would sort Saka out. Oh
no! You know what? Let's wrap this up because we're gonna cry because we keep thinking we're gonna be good no matter what, as long as we got Klopp. And
that's my Arteta replacement, guys. You give me an idea, man. Klopp rest for 1 year, come to Arsenal, man. We got Martinelli, we got Saka.
Klopp said
that's Mane, that's Salah. Come on. I know he'll never
manage another.
You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid that Arteta offered Pep Linders the right amount of control. Because remember, he wanted Linders as his number two.
Yeah, he wanted him. Bro, you're smart. You know what?
Below.
You know what it is? I clocked Arteta's game, you know. He doesn't even teach the set pieces, and he's getting credit for all the goals we scored.
Pep
we got a set
wants...
piece. Linders. What are you saying? Quickly.
Pep wants to be his own manager. Pep, I think
he flopped.
What if Arteta let him take
he did it in NEC, I know, but like he's had like what 3 years.
Bilal, what if Arteta convince Linders that he will be his number two? Like, just come to. Would you take Linders as your main coach and Arteta as the number two?
Listen, if we win games, it is what it is.
He don't care. You see, let's get back to. He don't care. They don't care. Nobody cares apart from Liverpool. We care about who our manager is. They don't care. He just wants to win game. We want our manager. We want.
So, Bilal, if you don't care, that means you would mind if AI came in and just started winning you guys trophy because it's been 20 years.
You see what
it's been 20 years, bro.
See where I'm coming
since you won the Prem.
Yeah, exactly. My manager was there before for 22 years. So I'm not, me personally, most other Arsenal fans, I think they want to care about another manager like that. But me, I'm not doing that again. That was too long. I used to grow up thinking, people asking me, did Arsene Wenger make Arsenal? You know, them kind of questions. It's just so like the manager.
The name was close.
Now, I'm trying to be a little bit like 11 managers in 7 years. No, but listen, that's what happened. That's the new contract as well. It's probably going to happen, and that's the new dictator of my club. So we're not even like Liverpool. Liverpool, you guys have had loads of managers before. Obviously Klopp, right? You guys had Benitez.
No. Kenny came back twice.
It's
Rafa and it's Rodgers.
Souness was there, for a bit, flopped.
But that's back in the 90s.
Yeah, that's time. I'm talking about you guys had Benitez, you had Hodgson, you had Jared Houllier, you had loads of managers.
No,
bro, you still haven't touched
after the boot room, right? After the boot room, you had Souness, Evans, Houllier. After Houllier that was then Benitez, right? And then Hodgson, Kenny back again.
It's still a decent. Obviously, no one's Chelsea. No one's Chelsea. Like, that's mad. No one's. You man a normal. Like you're switching managers in a normal time frame, right? But you see, with my team, it's like I compare us to North Korea. We're like we need a dictator, and it doesn't even matter if it's good or bad.
Very dictator.
Honestly, we see like Mugabe in Zimbabwe. All of these sort of guys, Putin, bro. All of these dictators. That's my club. Like we just have one strong man. There's a couple protests, but it gets quelled. It gets quelled really quick, and they can't hear the protest. Like that's my team. But anyway,
Bilal, any chance this season, any chance, can you do it? Any chance?
There's a certain midfielder that's come back, and if he stays fit, there's a chance. But most likely he's going to get injured in another 3 games, and I don't even want to say his name.
Go to Spurs, bro.
Who?
Smith Rowe. I think he should go to Spurs, bro. He looking very Spurs-ish.
He's talking about. You're talking about. I was talking about
PP5, man. Our Ghanaian DM.
Yeah, bro.
See,
do you think he'll stay fit?
Bro, I think he's a fraud, fam. Because he always goes out when the pressure ramps up. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's why I don't trust it. I'm not gassed.
When you need him the most, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit this one out.
Exactly.
He's
when we play Liverpool, play Man City, he'll disappear. I'm injured, so I'm not trying to hear it. But it is what it is. Liverpool, you guys got Norwich, and I think you and Man City probably favourites for the FA Cup. Obviously, you've got to get past Norwich, but you're looking like your favourites. Maidstone today, quick shout out to them, slapping up the switch.
Yeah. Oh, George Elokobi, former Wolves player.
Mad, yeah, yeah, exactly. The connection there. Mad interview as well after the game, like proper sound.
Yeah,
big him up.
you see, Zoobs. Honestly, listening to, I don't know if you watched that interview with George Elokobi after they won, but like that's the man I want at Liverpool. If he was at that level, that's the type of personality that I believe Klopp is. Like, did you listen to it?
That was actually like proper. I saw what he was doing before the game. Like he's bro. Listen, he'll probably get a bigger job in the future. Like they've linked him to some League One job, probably a Championship job at some point might turn up. If he does good in another sort of job up the football pyramid in England, you never know. You never know because just what from that interview, like you can see that he'd be able to get a team together. Like yeah.
Oh yeah. He kept saying, and where's he from in
Cameroon?
Cameroon.
I can't remember the town that he said. I think he mentioned the town.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he said, and this is what I bring, and this is what I do. It was beautiful. Listen to it, Zoobs. Go after this. Go watch that interview. Honestly, inspirational for me as a coach of a football side of them, Maidstone. So.
Yeah, man, 100%. Anyway, guys, we're gonna head out. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Content coming here all the time, as always, and peace.